Alright, so today we're gonna be starting a playthrough through Pokémon SoulSilver for Nintendo DS. I'm capturing this on my 3DS that I have modded for HDMI output, so this is the best quality we're gonna get in physical real format. I'm not fond of using emulators, but yeah, this is running on real hardware. I understand that would probably be like the first question. I think for most... God, I don't want to call this a retro game, but this game is from 2010 and that's 15 years ago. I don't know if this qualifies as a retro game yet. I think it might. Oh, that's... Oh, no, I'm old. But yeah, we're going to be playing this today. And we're going to see how it goes. I love that intro. Right. It's kind of weird playing this again, just to be honest a little bit. I am very fond of Gen 2 and the Johto region. It's my favorite region, and my favorite generation generally is Gen 2 and 3, which is what I grew up with. Gen 4 is fine. Pearl version is what I played for Diamond and Pearl. I own both now, but I never played Platinum. Platinum was something my brother had. I had this, SoulSilver, my brother had Heart Gold. That's how we, in the family, ran things. I had one version, he had the other. But, yeah. SoulSilver's weird to me because when I went back to look at the file that was in this game, it was one that I started in 2016, and I'm pretty sure I just used that to, like, farm Pokemon that I couldn't get in later generations, like Black and White. I could have swore I had like a completed normal playthrough on here, but I didn't, which made it a lot easier for me to get rid of the save file to start this, but yeah. I haven't seen this intro in essentially a decade. I couldn't remember when I last played this game. I've played Silver and Crystal dozens of times since, so weirdly enough, I'm very familiar with this version of the Johto region, but I realized that, oh man, I haven't played this in well over a decade. So, I know this, but I also don't. So we're gonna see how this goes. I will first tell you important things about the game. Please touch any topic you'd like to know about on the lower screen. No info needed. Interesting. Huh? Oh, excuse me, sorry, I was just reading this book here. It's Professor Oak! He's looking snazzy in that gold-yellow vest. I'm so used to seeing him in fire red and leaf green. Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokémon. My voice cracked a little bit in world. We'll just call it a little whimsy. My name is Professor Oak, but everyone calls me the Pokémon Professor. Before we go any further, I'd like to tell you a few things you should know about this world. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokémon. Oh, look at that snazzy animation. Oh, it's so... Mwah. Nintendo DS, the powerhouse that the Nintendo Game Boy Advance couldn't be. We gotta show off all these little flourishes. At times we play together, and at other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. Now, why don't you tell me a little about yourself? Are you a boy, or are you a girl? We're gonna go with Gold/Ethan. I rarely, if not never, choose the girls for the Pokemon games. I know a lot of guys do that. I'm always just like, I don't care. Just choose the dude. So you're a boy then? Yes. Please tell me your name. Your name is Turner, yes. It's right there on the screen below the game screen. Are you ready? I don't know, am I? Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. Fun experiences, difficult experiences. There is so much waiting for you. Oh, you're gonna get punched in the face by a Machamp and run crying home to your mother, child. Dreams, adventure! Let's go into the world of Pokémon. I'll see you later. Yeah, we're gonna see him within the next 10 minutes. We have to go over to Mr. Pokemon's house and he'll be there. Yeah, I'm so used to Gen 2. Oh, I can't run immediately. Okay, yeah, that's a Gen 4 quirk. It's a Wii. Wii is huge in Johto too. Well, it was huge a decade and 15 years ago now, actually, at this point. Oh no, time is slipping. Time keeps on slipping. 10 years ago was the Wii U, and even that had like a year or two left. Oh no. Okay, do we have any items in here? We have mail. Read. Lyra. Adventure! Excited! I love Pokemon. What a wonderful email! I have never, ever read this. I didn't know this was in the game. Oh, God. Why? That's amazing. I love it. Oh. Hi, Mom. Hi, Turner. You're finally awake. Your friend Lyra was just here. Yeah, I just read her email. She was playing hide-and-seek with her Meryl. Oh, I almost forgot. Our acquaintance, Professor Elm, was looking for you. He said he had a favor to ask of you. You know where the lab is, right? It's right next door to us. By the way, do you have everything you need to go out? Here, use this bag to carry things. This is your trainer card. Here, you can save a record of your progress. These are rather useful. Oh, God. Just try touching the buttons and you'll know what to do in no time. Mom, where are these buttons? What are you talking about? Oh, what a heck of a start. I haven't laughed that hard in a while. It's Peekaboo! You're mine now! Wait. No! No, you're mine! You're mine! No! Aww. We're gonna take that Peekaboo, if it's the last thing we do. We're already beginning our Team Rocket arc. We are gonna take that Pikachu. We're gonna take that Meryl. That Peekaboo. Okay, we have Silver back here. I'm like tempted to do a Frieza voice from Dragon Ball Z, but I think I'm not gonna do that, because doing that would screw up my voice. Anyone who's watched my Ghost of Tsushima, Assassin's Creed, anything knows that it's like, well, the moment I start trying to be like Arthur Morgan, Frieza, Kakarot. It's terrible. It is utterly terrible, but it also screws up my voice too. So I don't think it's worth it. So this is I'm not gonna try and, I did a little bit of voice acting during the Pokemon Shield playthrough. Oh no, time is slipping again. 5 years ago was when I played through Pokemon Shield. We're closer to when I last played this save file on this cartridge than when I last played Pokemon Shield. Man. So I'm not gonna do voice acting, I don't think, throughout this. I'm just gonna read through the game. So this is the famous Elm Pokemon Lab. What are you staring at? I don't know, man. Why you push me? I love how in Gen 2 specifically, he shoves you so hard when he pushes you away. They changed the sound effect here, and the animation is a bit slower. It's a bit like, it's a very lighter kind of toss effect. In Gen 2, he just slams you away. So that is just so good. I may or may not make a lot of comparisons to Gen 2, I don't know. I'm just so much more used to it than this. I love this game. Fundamentally, I think this is a much better game than the Gen 2 games, but for me, myself, and personal preferences, I enjoy Pokemon Silver, Gold, and Crystal more than this. And I also have more nostalgia for those games. It's dangerous to go out without a Pokemon. Wild Pokemon jump out of the grass on the way to the next town. Like, I was in, like, how old was I? I was in, like, late middle school, early high school or something when this game came out. I want to say late middle school. I don't know. What do you think you're doing? Oh, right, we gotta go into the lab. For some reason, I'm thinking ahead to, like... For some reason, I'm thinking of, like, Kanto instead of Johto for some reason. I'm like, oh, you gotta walk out of town and then Professor Oak will pull you back. Hi, Turner. I've been waiting for you. Do you know anything about my research? As you know, Pokemon are carried in Pokeballs these days, but before the Pokeball was invented... Well, we're getting into his nerd lecture. I will tell you about the history of the Pokeball. But before the Pokeball was invented, people used to walk with Pokemon. Just like your friend Lyra does, Pokeballs are great because you can carry many Pokemon. But walking with Pokemon must have some advantages. Oh, right, you walk around with your Pokemon in this one. You see, it's small things like that. It's like, that was a major selling point back then. I have printed out old Cerebi walkthroughs on how to get all of the legendary Pokemon in this game, and some of the weird ones that are not legendaries. I still have those in, like, a manila folder somewhere in, like, a cupboard or closet or something. I might pull those out, even. I don't know. Also, Cerebi, I always called it, Cerebi, but apparently some people call it Cerebi. Like Celebi. But to me, eh. It could have something to do with how Pokemon grow or evolve. I'm going to give you a Pokemon. Can you walk beside this Pokemon outside its Pokeball to see if this brings any special feelings or bonds between Pokemon and people? I want you to feel it. I want you to pet it and rub it and see how it makes you feel. I want to watch you do this. I don't like Elm right now. He's being a little weird. This device over here has some Pokemon you can choose from. Oh, hey, I got an email. Is it Lyra telling you how awesome Pokemon are? Because I would love that. Hey, listen, I have this acquaintance that people call Mr. Pokemon. He's a little weird. He's a bit of a recluse. If you walk into his house and you see a pillow with a Gardevoir on it or something, don't pay much mind. He's a nice guy. He just keeps to his own. I got this email from him saying that this time it's real. Oh, crap, I missed some dialogue there. It's probably another Pokemon egg, but we're still busy with our Pokemon research. Wait, I know. You can go in our place, right? Can we count on you? You can choose one of the Pokemon over there. Touch a Pokeball to see what's inside. We're not choosing Totodile or Cyndaquil, we're going with Cyndaquil. So if you love Totodile or Chikorita, I am sorry. Yeah, we're going with Cyndaquil. Right. Give a nickname. I normally name these Sin, as original as that is, even though it eventually evolves into Typhlosion and Quilava. I don't care, I just like to name them Sin. Is Sin the nickname you want to give? Yes. Oh, look at him! How do you like walking with your Pokemon? It's not bad, is it? You can take it all the way to Mr. Pokemon's house, and then you have to give it back. If your Pokemon gets hurt, you should heal it with this machine. It's so easy to use. Just check the PC on my desk. Mr. Pokemon goes everywhere and finds rarities. His house is past Cherry Grove City. Go north a little past Cherry Grove. I'm counting on you, Turner. Don't come back without anything, you hear me? I want you to have these to help you on your task. Ooh, free medicine. You know, just give the child some free potions. Everything will be fine. He's not going to drink them himself. You know, that's actually a great question in universe for Pokemon. What do potions taste like? Like, you know what medicine, like regular medicine for people tastes like, but like, what does a potion taste like? What is it supposed? Are they cherry flavored? Do they taste like Go-Gurt? What are they? So you picked a Cyndaquil. We can't be friends anymore, Turner. You didn't choose Totodile. That's a cute Pokemon you have. When you walk with it, it'll become more friendly. You should turn around and talk to it sometimes, too. That's right. Why don't you show it to your mom? See ya. Okay, goodbye. Cyndaquil, grab it! Man, he didn't grab it. Sin is staring steadfastly at Turner's face. That's a little creepy. I had like an artist rendition of that in my head when I read that. I was like, oh, that's a little unnerving. Some sort of Lynchian image of just a Cyndaquil dead-eyed staring into your soul. That's a cute Pokemon you have. Okay, this is where we tell her whether we want her to, like, hold on to her money, I think? Your Pokegear came back from the repair shop. Here you go. Okay, we have the Pokegear. The Pokemon Gear. Yes, you have to enunciate the whole name so people know what Pokegear means. Thank you, Game Freak. Yes, I know how to do phone calls on this. Can't believe it's so easy to make a phone call. Yeah, we don't have those rotary things that you grew up with, huh, Mom? Wait 1 second. What now? I almost completely forgot about this. I'll give you... Oh, his phone number, okay. You know, how does that play out in Gen 2, actually? I don't remember if his phone number is just automatically in your device, or if it just pops up there when the story requires it. I'm not sure how that works. I'll have to replay Gen 2 again to find out. Because I'm like, that, to my memory, does not happen at all. Like, Elm does not really leave the lab in Gen 2. He just calls you, so I'm not sure. Like, that's obviously to compensate for that, but I'm just like, what function does that act as in Gen 2 with his phone number? Whatever, I'll find that out eventually someday, if I ever care to remember. Yeah, I hope that there are... In Gen 2, there are Mankeys in that area to the north on this path. And I'm hoping that they're also in this game. I don't remember if they are. It's an apricorn tree. Since there's nothing to put it in, there's no reason to take it. Man, can't have anything. Just put it in your pocket. You have a whole backpack you can put it in. Okay, so they also force this on you instead of it being an option.
You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? I can tell. It's okay. Everyone is a rookie trainer at some point. My knees hurt. If you like, I can teach you a few things. Okay, then follow me.
Mister, are you okay?
My throat. It hurts. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that you weren't wearing the running shoes. What are you, poor? I'll try to go as slow as possible, so I'll try to keep up. This is a Pokémon Center. They heal your Pokémon in no time at all. Every time I breathe, I suffer. You'll be relying on them a lot, so you'll better learn about them. This is a Pokemart. They sell Pokeballs for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items. Route 30 is out this way. Trainers will be battling the Pokemon there. If you go a little further, you'll see Mr. Pokemon's house. I don't like him, he's weird. He stole some of my Pokemon toys years ago and never gave them back. This is the sea, as you can see. Some Pokemon are only found in water. They like being moist, like my feet. Here is my house. For your effort keeping up with me, I'll be giving you my moist running shoes. They're still warm. Got you, didn't I? Don't worry, these are brand new.
I don't like this guy. The instructions read, touch the sprint button on the touchscreen to sprint. Okay. I don't like the people in this town. They're a little weird. I will never be doing that voice again, so that guy canonically is one of the few in this playthrough that will probably have some type of weird voice. Right. You know, never mind. This place is pretty cool. There's maybe one weird old guy, but I can't judge everybody in town based on that. What's your deal, man?
It's great. I can store any number of Pokemon, and it's all for free.
You see, he's cool. This guy's cool. The communication center upstairs was just built, but they're still finishing it up. Yeah.
That PC is free for any trainer to use.
Thank you, tutorial people. Everything is normal in this wonderful, picturesque, perfect plastic town. You think this guy over here just, like, watches people all day from out there? How did he... I assume that, like, every day he swims out to that sandbar out there and just, like, watches the town from a distance, which in retrospect is kind of creepy. Maybe there are a few more weird people in this town. Who knows? Let's not ask questions. Let's leave. Oh, no, he's back! He's back! No!
My knees! I made it! I forgot about one thing! There's another token from me. Take it.
The guy gent loaded up the map card on my Pokegear. Don't let him touch my cell phone! Great! Grandpa did the reverse of what is normal and taught us how to use Google Earth. Okay, go away from me. Go away from me, foot freak. Thank you. Okay, we got a Hoot. I like Hoots. If I remember right, one of Ken Sugimori's favorite Pokemon is Hoot. It's like a really favorite design of his. He based it off of an owl he had as a child or something, or like a wild one that was always around him. I'd love a Hoot Hoot plush. The only... Actually, yeah, what Pokemon plushes do I have now that we're playing... It's been 5-ish years since I've last played a Pokemon game. I may as well talk about, like, what Pokemon merch do I have? I have plenty of trading cards. I have, like, I'm looking up above my desk, and I have a small Ammonite plush from the Pokemon Center store. It's wedged in a shelf holding up my PlayStation Vita collection. I have a Umbreon and a Sylveon from Build-A-Bear Workshop. And what else do I have? I have a Zubat plush somewhere. I don't know where. I think it's in a cupboard somewhere. Speaking of the Pokemon Center website, they have some, like, special edition gold and silver toned Ho-Oh and Lugia plushies up right now, and they look amazing. I would love to have them, but they're $50 each. And I'm like, no, no to that. If they were maybe $25 each, that would be nice. $50 each for plushes. I paid about that much for each of the Build-A-Bear Eons that I have, but like, those were more like event things. Like, I went to the Build-A-Bear Workshop on Navy Pier in Chicago while I was out there for doing work and such, and I watched them literally getting made. It's one of those things where it's like, that's an experience, and these are things that you, like, it's a special object to you, so it's just like, oh, yeah, $50 for this is not bad. Just buying a plush on a website for $50 to me is a bit like, I don't know what this... Oh, this guy gives us the berry stuff, right? He allows us to get the apricorns. I'm gonna skip his dialogue because he's not important. I'm gonna be blunt like that, just like, man, you are not important to the story. Thank you for the box. This man was just trying to teach us his passion of collecting these tree nuts, and we were just like, yeah, man. Wow, in like real Zoomer fashion, just being like, yeah, man, I don't care about that. Just give me the thing and let me do stuff with it. You have no riz. Okay, and go away, please. We will reach level 6. Nice. Oh, and I haven't mentioned the frame that I made for this. This is a new thematic frame for the DS. This is, if I play any other DS games, like I have quite a few. I've got the Kingdom Hearts games, I've got the other Pokemon games. I've got some Mario games like Mario Kart and Mario 64. I've got Kirby stuff. Anytime I do DS games would be this frame. Then I also have, and I hope this doesn't mess up the audio in the capture because they share the same audio profile. I also have this. This is the 3DS frame. And that's the thing, is that, like, the way you're seeing the screens here is quite literally, on a technical level, the only way I can capture the system, the 3DS. So I've just made these different frames for the different aspect ratios. So those black bars you see are literally what's on the 3DS that I'm looking at right now. So I've just kind of cropped that out to be a bit cleaner looking and changed the profile of the frame a bit. So whenever I play 3DS stuff, it would be on this frame. So that was a fun evening. I spent like, I want to say 4 hours kind of coming up with ideas and eventually designing and making these things. I want to say it was like a 4-hour period. I think I had a meal during that as well, so it was probably not that long. Oh, I'm probably including, like, trying to figure out the audio. Yeah, mixing the audio. The 3DS is a very loud system. This is a very loud system. I have this stuff way quieter than the PS5 or the Nintendo Switch. Trying to figure out that sweet spot for audio was... That took, like, an hour and a half or so. You gotta get it just right. And yeah, we're going to be fighting an amount of... I tend to fight an amount of the wild Pokemon at the start of every Pokemon game that I play. That's just something I do just to gain a lot of levels early. It's a bit of a slog. It's very much... The beginning of Gold, Silver, and Crystal is a very big slog. It's normally like an hour until I get to Violet City. We'll see how long it takes for this, but I tend to do a lot of grinding just so that the Cyndaquil is at a good level to go against Falkner in the Sprout Tower. The Sprout Tower is a very easy place to get level ups once you have Ember. A key reason for the grinding is mainly to make post Bugsy easier. Like, the area between... Essentially, the Goldenrod area of the game is a very big grind in general. You have a ton of trainers before that, you have a ton of trainers behind the city. Whitney is one of the only annoying gyms in this generation, well, this region, in my opinion. Also, if I go between calling this Gen 2 and such, just be mindful that that's kind of just how my brain is tuned to it. It's just when I think of Gen 2, I think of Johto. I know this is Gen 4, but if you want to be actually about it, this is not the place to be about it. That's just my person. It's like, oh, this is... Johto is Gen 2. It's like, yeah, I know it's Gen 4, this game, but... That's just how it be. I'm gonna get them mixed up countless times, so... You know, just relax about it. It's fine. It was I who sent an email to Professor Elm earlier. You know, I do find it interesting how they've never, like, made Mr. Pokemon have, like, his own actual character design. He's just a gentleman. I believe he is also just a gentleman in Gen 2 as well. I do love how slowly he walks over, because that really conveys, like, oh, he's holding something very, very important. You see, that's direction. That is Masuda telling the guys, like, hey, we need him to walk slowly to convey that he's holding something either heavy or important. Please do this. I'm just skipping through his dialogue. I'm gonna do that occasionally, I'm sorry. Man, but he actually has a lot more dialogue than I thought he did. But yeah, he's giving us this egg. It's Professor Oak! Hi everybody, my name is Professor Oak, and today we'll be talking about this Togepi egg. I was just visiting my friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. What's this? A rare Pokemon! I see, you must be helping Professor Elm's research. I think I understand why Professor Elm gave you that Pokemon. You'll treat your Pokemon with love and care, it seems. Ah, you seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See, this is the latest version of the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon that you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. I'd like for you to have it. These middle-aged dudes all seem to really be putting a lot of pressure on me to, like, be very dependable for their mission of their errands and collecting Pokemon and all this stuff. So far I'm getting the vibe that there's not a whole lot of say in us. We're just being like, haha, yeah, okay, I'll go do this. Okay, I'll go do that. I have to go to Goldenrod for my radio show. I have a feeling that this is not the last time we'll meet. Let's exchange numbers in order, just to be on the safe side. And he slowly walks out the door. What a legend. Hello? Turner? It's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no! Please get back here, now! And then he died. Cut to the title screen. Game over. Okay, we're gonna turn the running on. I forgot that we even had it, actually. Should be alright. Oh no! I thought that was it. We got maybe like 2 more hits, actually. This is my point. It's like, you gotta grind a lot to some of these early Pokemon, because like, we're level 7 and we're still not doing anything against this level 3 Hoot Hoot. Cyndaquil is amazing for the first 2 gyms. Whitney tends to be a little bit of a slog. The Ghost Gym is fine. Chuck tends to be fine in Cinnawood. Jasmine is very, very easy. And what other gyms am I thinking about? Price tends to be pretty easy. Claire's always a bit of a toss-up. She's the last gym of the game. Well, for the Johto side of the game. But her dragon types tend to be a bit annoying regardless of what starter Pokemon you choose. The only way to make Claire easy, in my opinion, is to have a Feraligatr with a Ice Beam or, like, Ice Fang or something. Other than that, you're kinda doing it vanilla no matter what. And I'm by no means some sort of Pokemon expert. I'm just a guy who's played Pokemon all of his life, so I'm not like some pro gamer Pokemon player or anything. You got a Pokemon at the lab? What a waste. That's a Pokemon that's too good for a wimp like you. Don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. Look at this punk. This red-haired punk. Passerby Boy. I'm kinda tempted to name him Passerby now. Just out of spite. Ooh, we got a crit. Very, very nice roll. Okay. Huh. You're doing okay for someone weak. Get out of here. Nice. Are you happy you won? Yes. Yes, I am. Do you want to know who I am? Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm going to be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Give it back. That's my trainer card. Oh no. You saw my name. Yeah, now I'm gonna report you to the police, you punk. I got you on camera. Right. What should we name him, actually? I'm tempted to call him Passerby Boy, but I think that's a bit too dumb to keep for the whole game. Mr. Policeman, I saw his name. Who are you? We are investigating the case of the missing Pokemon here. Rule number 1. Whoever did it will come back to the site. Oh my. So, you must be the one who did it! Book him! Hold on a second, he has nothing to do with it. Yeah, tell him, Lyra, I'm innocent. I saw it, there was a red-haired boy looking into the building. Well, maybe he dyed his hair black. What? You battled a boy like that? He must be the one who did it. Did you happen to get his name? Alright, why don't we name this sucker? What did I name the rival in Pokemon Shield? I don't have those VODs. Those are actually on another hard drive. So I can't really look them up on the fly right now. I'm having a real blank on this one. I'm like, I have something dumb. So, we're going with the name Turner because that's my name here. And, I'm like, what if I name him Catboy? What if I name him Catboy? That would be funny. But I'm just like, split up the actual name. No. What do we name this guy? The boring answer is to just call him Silver. I'm tempted to do that, actually, just out of a lack of imagination right now, but... Oh, I can't do it. I was gonna call him Silver Nya, you know. Just put like a little squiggly line there and just have him say Nya at the end of his name. Nope. Not enough characters. I think we're just gonna call him Silver. I think that's just it. It's like I don't have any other clever ideas. I don't want to call him like something dumb. We're gonna be playing against him the whole, well, Sealer. Yeah, we're just gonna go Silver. Alright. Just get that done. My next assignment is to search for this red-haired individual. No imagination here. I'm glad they understand you're innocent. See you later. Thanks. We're not going to juvie. This is terrible. Oh yes. What was Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? I handed the mystery egg over to Professor Elm. Huh? This is an egg, isn't it? This egg may be something I've never seen, but it's still just an egg. What do you have against eggs, Mr. Elm? Mr. Elm, do you have issues with eggs? Mr. Pokemon is always fascinated by eggs. Well, since he gave it to us, we might as well find out what secrets it holds. I'll keep it for a while to find out about the egg. What? Professor Oak gave you a Pokédex? Is that true? That's incredible. He's superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. I knew you were a little different. You were always a little weird as a child, but things are gonna be fun. You're gonna have a fun time out there doing errands for Professor Oak. Your Pokemon seems to really like you, so why don't you take the Pokemon to the gym, take it to the gym Pokemon Gym Challenge. Huh. I don't know why, but I never hear it referred to as the Gym Challenge outside of, like, the anime. That's weird. Okay. If you manage to defeat all the gym leaders, you'll eventually challenge the Pokemon League champion. Or not. Haha. He has no faith. He has no faith in us. Becoming the champion is not at all easy, but you can certainly challenge the Violet City Gym. Challenging the gym scattered around will be a long journey. It's about 20 hours. Before you leave, make sure that you talk to your mom.
Screw that. We're running away from home. We're going on a mighty adventure. Come on. We're gonna run this like some sort of 80s manime. You know, going out on an adventure like men.
There you are. You can catch wild Pokemon with Pokeballs. Follow me. Okay, so she's the replacement for that dude who normally stands over here that you can talk to if you want. Just like that. Oh. I could see Game Freak were being funny there. Was I too fast? I'll try again. Come this way. Join the animation.
We're gonna get that Meryl. We're gonna swipe it.
You know, I was still kind of right with the intro thing, actually looking at my software. It's been about almost 50 minutes already. It does not feel like that, in my opinion. I feel like we've been doing this for maybe like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Okay, see, just like that. It's better to lower your target's HP more than I did. Or make it sleep or something, or something. You can try all kinds of things to see what works. I'll give you these. Good luck. Or something. Game Freak trying to make the dialogue more casual and realistic by saying or something. See ya. Yeah, it's at a weird crossroads with the text. I enjoy it, but it's like trying to talk a little bit more phonetically normal, but also have like that straight dialogue kind of RPG text that some earlier Pokemon games have. Alright, let's talk to her mom so she doesn't call us later. Because if she does that, I will probably skip through that dialogue and accidentally have her save my money, and I don't want her to do that. Okay, now we can really start the adventure. 50 minutes in, which is, like, my biggest issue with Pokemon Sun and Moon and why I did not finish those games is that the intro tutorial of that game, those games, plural, is, the beginning of the game is, like, 5 hours long. It's like the intro to, it's not even as, what's the right way to say this? It's the length of the intro to an Assassin's Creed game, but way more obvious that it's a tutorial, because with an Assassin's Creed game, you're kind of taught a lot of tutorial stuff randomly throughout, but it's not really annoying too much throughout. It still pretends that you're in the open world game already. With Pokemon, specifically Sun and Moon, it was like 5 hours of that first island, which is entirely tutorial, and the whole time it's holding your hand and is just constant monologuing of story and character stuff and all this crap that I don't play Pokemon for. I like Gen 1 and 2 specifically, also just the Kanto and Johto regions, and the Hoenn region as well to an extent, in the sense that they don't constantly just force a story at you for why everything's happening in the game like an RPG, a normal RPG like Final Fantasy or anything. It's more just like, you're a kid, here's some monsters, go have fun. Black and White do force the story a lot more, and so does X and Y to an extent, although the story is not that developed. It's very, X and Y are very linear, so you pay attention, I guess, to the limited story there a little bit more than you do in Black and White. My point being is just that the later Pokemon games in the series tend to force the story as like a very important part of the game, and for me that's not the biggest thing. If I want to have the story in these early games, I watch the anime, quite literally. I'm here to play these games and have my own story. And that's the thing. I don't mind the addition of Lyra / a rival character that isn't Silver in this. She's fine. It's just like the more characters that you make for one of these games, once again, it's like, how do I word this? The more characters that you put into the narrative in your face, talking to you constantly, the slower the game is going to be. So I do remember kind of enjoying Silver and Crystal at the time when this game was new. I do remember enjoying Silver and Crystal a little bit more in the sense that there was just less people talking to you. And you were just on your own, having your own adventure. Random events would happen, like Lance up in the Lake of Rage and stuff like that. It's just like, oh, this is a story beat. This is like it's not like a consistent story. It's like, oh, you're on an adventure in this thing just happens, and Lance is here. Oh, we can help him do this stuff. And then you go back through the ice cave afterwards, and you're kind of on your own again. It's just like, oh, the radio tower sequence in Goldenrod, that's like an isolated event that happens, and then you go back on your adventure again. It's more fun for me when it's episodic and not just some continual thing through the RPG. Specifically through Pokemon. I love Final Fantasy, of course. The whole premise of like Final Fantasy 7, 10, and all these other games are the story and the characters. But Pokemon, it's a little bit like, I want to have my time, and then when the game wants to have its time, I'm okay joining in with it. If any of that makes sense to you, I was raised on the old Pokemon games, so that's just the philosophy I have with these things. A lot of people I know who are around my age or older also have a pretty similar sentiment, and a lot of people maybe a couple years younger than me who grew up with Gen 4 or Gen 5, they tend to have a weird preference more for that like heavy narrative stuff, like in Black and White with N and all the stuff surrounding the legendaries and Team Plasma and all that. It's just like, it's fine. It's a bit... I enjoy Black and White a lot. I like Black and White more than Black and White 2. Black and White 2 is a really pointless sequel in my opinion, and I don't think it improves much over anything in Black and White. That might be a hot take, but that's just my take. I played through Black and White once. Well, I played through Black and White 2 or 3 times, and Black and White 2, I got it for Christmas in like 2013, played it, hated it, sold it, and then bought it again like 2 years later, and begrudgingly forced myself to play through it to see how it actually is, and I thought it was fine. It wasn't special, it wasn't like the end of the world or anything, but I did not really, to me it's fine. I like it more than Sun and Moon. I hate Sun and Moon so much. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Yes. Now that I have this stuff set up with the 3DS, I could try out Sun and Moon again and actually just do maybe like a one-off. If and I probably won't like it. Maybe a one-off of just like me re-experiencing Sun and Moon for the first time since they came out, which is really funny because I had one of my old jobs that I had in 2016, 15 and such. I was selling the game. I was selling Sun and Moon. So I have like promotional stuff for Sun and Moon that I really don't give a shit about. I have the display stand. I have the shelf display stand where the copies of Sun and Moon sat that I sold to people. Just like, I have this absurd stuff that is just like, oh, yeah, I don't like this game, but I have plenty of like very rare merch for it. So it's just like, it was a shame because at later jobs they didn't really get that kind of stuff to promote games. Right. You know, unintentionally now, just looking at, as I look over at my monitor, the emblem that I have for my name, it kind of reminds me of a gym badge. That's a weird coincidence that kind of works out aesthetically in my opinion. Yeah, while we're on that topic, thinking back to when I was selling Sun and Moon, Sun and Moon sold modestly well. It sold alright. Not as much as I remember us really expecting it to, and Ultra Sun and Moon did not sell, weirdly enough. Nobody really bought our copies of Ultra Sun and Moon. I don't know if that was just everywhere. I remember another game store that I was friends with their coworkers. They also were not selling their copies either that well. And yeah, I think that was a mix just because of there was a little bit of consumer confusion about a re-release of Sun and Moon and people not wanting to spend another $40 on it when there was not really much of anything aside from some some cleanup and some post-game DLC, pretty much, were like the big draws, which is nothing. And I remember we didn't get too many copies of it. That was partially due to the fact that the game also was coming out towards the end of the 3DS's life. It wasn't the end, but it was more towards the end. So, later in the 3DS's life, a lot of the copies, like Metroid Samus Returns, we didn't get too many copies of that. We sold all of them. That game sold very well for the 3DS, but we did not get too many copies. We didn't get any restock of it too much. We got a couple extra copies after the collector's edition sold out, but that was a pretty quick thing. So, I don't know. It's just how things were almost 10 years ago. God, that's crazy to me. That was almost 10 years ago. That's 2017. No, I don't want your phone number. And if you're wondering what store this was, it doesn't exist anymore. It shuttered. I was one of the last employees there. So, it is Gano. Right, I don't think... I'm actually going to look up on my phone real quick, because my computer is busy rendering this stuff. I want to look up real quick. Ooh, we learned Ember. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Thank you. We're going to start using that now, if the... Now we'll do another tackle. Right, so we're going to do a few things here. First, for me, I'm going to look up Pokémon, SoulSilver. SoulSilver, Mankey. I want to check if Mankey is over there. He is in Gen 2. I don't know if Mankeys are over there in SoulSilver, and I also don't know if they appear at night, because it is currently nighttime, both in-game and in real life. That is actually something I need to do. I need to fix the clock in the 3DS, because the 3DS clock is not accurate. I brought up Cerebi earlier, and they have it here as well. SoulSilver. Oh no, they changed it. Mankeys are not in SoulSilver in the wild, they're saying. Trade from Diamond Pearl or Heart Gold. It's in Route 9 and Route 42. That is... Where's the map? It's in the Pokegear. 46. They even changed the route. Okay. So they're saying 42. They're saying this route here is where Mankeys are in Heart Gold and Soul... well, just Heart Gold. It's not in SoulSilver. That's nuts to me. In Pokemon Silver or Crystal, I forget which one, Mankeys are over here, and you can get one pretty early on. So, for me, I tend to prefer having a fighting-type Pokemon with me through a playthrough, just to cover some basics like fighting ice types and rock types and steel sometimes. Man, that tends to be a big help. Okay, well, Mankey's out of it unless I trade it in. That's the thing. I can also trade in once we get to Ecrutic City. Ecrutic? I don't know how you pronounce it. I call it Ecrutic. Once we get to Ecrutic City, I can trade Pokemon maybe from another game? I don't know. Probably not. The only other game that I have that has like a completed save file is White version. My White 2 copy is clean. It has no save file in it. My Pearl version has no save file in it. And my Diamond version has a save file that's like halfway complete, maybe a third complete from during 2020. So White version can't trade backwards. I'm remembering that now. Yeah, so we don't have anything for that. Diamond, there might be something there, but I don't know how that up trading system works right now. That might be something we can't do at all until like post game even. I don't know. All right, good to know. It doesn't seem like there's going to be any cheesing with the saves with the trading systems. Right. Took a little bathroom break and also followed up to check whether or not if Diamond and Pearl trading was possible with Heart Gold Soul Silver right now. Apparently, once you catch 2 Pokemon in Heart Gold Soul Silver or in Diamond and Pearl, I guess as well, you're able to just enter a union room at any point in a Pokemon Center and conduct a trade. So apparently, once we catch another Pokemon, we should be able to do something with that, but we'll see about that later. I also want to update some of the options. Fast text speed. We're going to have the battle scenes on. Stereo. Normal button layout. What about the frames? I kind of like Type 1 still. So, we're just going to up the text speed a little bit. Oh, I need to rearrange the moveset we have now, too. Because we're going to be using Ember a lot more now. I have had like 1 or 2 people ask me over the past couple years if I'm ever going to return to Scarlet and Violet, and that's a no. At least as of right now, I don't really have any intention to go back to it, which is a bit of a shame. I need to fix the thumbnail on that because I think it still shows a 1 for like a part 1 on it. I thought it was fine, but a couple days passed after that play session, and I was like, you know, I really just don't like this. I just did not like it. It's kind of how I expected to feel about Sword and Shield, but Sword and Shield was so inoffensive. It was so inoffensive. It didn't look good. The gameplay in it was fine enough, but it was so inoffensive as a Pokemon game. It was like the Sonic Forces of the Pokemon series. I don't like Sonic Forces, but I don't, like, have any feelings about it either. It's a 3-hour Sonic game, and nothing really... You don't feel anything the whole time you're playing Sonic Forces. That's kind of the feeling I had with Sword and Shield. It's like, I'm playing this... It's a Pokemon game. I don't hate it, but I don't have any, like, positive feelings towards it either. So it's in a weird gray zone of reality. Scarlet and Violet had enough that I did not like about it, where I was just like, I don't want to do like a whole 13-part series about this game. Which is kind of why I've been put off playing Pokemon stuff over the past couple years. Like, I did a playthrough of XD Gale of Darkness. I forget if that was before or after Scarlet and Violet, but I had a great time with that. XD Gale of Darkness was the first GameCube game I played, and the GameCube was my first home system. So I have some very strong feelings about XD Gale of Darkness. Will I ever play Pokemon Colosseum? I would love to if my GameCube was acting nice with my capture card, but it's very, very, very annoyingly touchy. Sometimes there's no audio when you start. Sometimes your mic, for some reason, isn't mixed properly, even though you mixed it in software. The GameCube feedback will, for some reason, just mess with the settings. Sometimes your mic will cut out mid-play sessions. Sometimes the game audio will... This is more common. Sometimes the game audio will cut out mid-play sessions. So you'll be playing for like 2 hours, for a total of like, say, 3 hours of playing through something, and then halfway through that, or like 2 hours in, you'll just lose the game audio, and you'll just have your voice left, and it's just you talking over a silent game, and it's like, what? GameCube is really, for me, it's really annoying to capture. And then you could say, well, just do emulation. Like I said at the start of this, I'm more partial to playing on the real hardware. That's what we're doing right now. I was a young lad when I got this game. Where did I get this game? I think it might have been GameStop. I don't know. It was pre-ordered. I still have the complete box set of this, too. Like the box, the Pokewalker, the back part of the Pokewalker that most people threw away once they switched the back out for it to have the clip. My brother threw his box away for this, which he is disappointed that past him did that, but you can't help that. That's what most people did. I still have my box edition for this. See, this is why I need to change around the moves. I wanted to do Ember. Man, these guys are just out here chilling all day, catching caterpillars and having a great time out in nature, and then we come by late at night and kill everything that they spent the day collecting. That is savage. That's just brutal. You're awesome. I like you. I just killed all of your caterpillars. What's wrong with you? I look for Pokemon. Oh, this is his thing. This is his thing. This is what he likes to do. He likes to come out here in the day, catch caterpillars and stuff, and then wait around at night for someone to kill them all so the next day he can do it again. He's a psychopath. When I'm in the tall grass, I find all kinds of berries. If you'd like, I could share you some. Can I get your phone number? No. Don't be shy if you want to get my number. Oh, that's a little creepy. Yeah, Wade is a psychopath. Okay. He's like one of those kids that gets like a magnifying glass, goes outside on a sunny day just to kill ants. This guy runs around all day with a net catching caterpillars, and then just waits around till sunset or nighttime for some weird adult or older kid to come by to just kill everything he caught. He's a freak. And then he has the balls. He has the cojones to ask for their phone number. Oh, this guy is nuts. You see, this is the fun part about Pokemon, is that isn't story that's told to you. That's story I'm making up, because I'm having a good time on my little adventure. I knew it was you. How'd you get past me? Here's something neat for surprising me. Okay, she randomly gave us a verse recorder. Verse recorder can record your Pokemon battles. Yeah, the verse recorder I'm used to for Gen 3 is different in later gens. Is this the one... I forget if it was like Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby or what. By the way, we need to get back onto that game. I did a one-off of Omega Ruby last year, and then I totally forgot that I needed to do that game. So that's actually a Pokemon playthrough that will continue. I just forgot entirely about it and have now started this right now. So maybe after we complete this, I will probably get back to that. But yeah, maybe later in the year we'll do Omega Ruby. We'll see. But yeah, the verse recorder is very different in different gens. What kind is this? Let me take a look at it. Ooh, fancy. Touch here. Battle videos. My videos? There is nothing saved. Okay, so it seems to be a literal recorder for, like... Yeah, that kind of reminds me of X and Y, the 6th gen, like X and Y and Alpha and Omega Ruby. Yeah. Because, yeah, I'm used to it with Gen 3, where you literally use it to rebattle any trainers that you want. I don't know if there's, like, a secondary option in these generations later that allow you to do that as well, or if that's just, like, a post-game quirk. I don't know. I never used the verse recorder in later gens. I used it during X and Y and Alpha and Omega Ruby and Sapphire to record online fights and like local fights that I had with people I knew in school. I still have some of those on those save files. Well, that's also the weird part, is that, like, I know a lot of people went to school and, like, knew a lot of people who were into Pokemon. I was the weird kid who was into Pokemon, because most of the kids were into, like, Guitar Hero and Halo and Grand Theft Auto at my schools. So it was, like, me and maybe, like, another kid or two that even owned, like, Nintendo consoles. Nintendo was not big for me. Like, it was big for me, but it wasn't big as, like, a social thing with other kids throughout my entire childhood, I guess, like teenage years, anything like that. I was very much like a Nintendo kid, and everybody else had like PlayStation 2s and Xboxes and things like that, playing, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid, but they were like 10. And in my house, that was a no. That was a no. It was very, my parents were very strong about upholding the ESRB for some reason. And yeah, so like I didn't play any rated M games. I think I went over to a friend's house and played Halo 3 maybe like once or twice as like a sneaky thing that I wasn't supposed to do when I was like 11 or 12, or, you know, like a young, like, I don't think I was a teenager yet. I don't remember. I might have been. But yeah, like my first rated M game, I got like a year, like I was like 18 and a half or something, and I had, the Wii U was out. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, my dad let me get Assassin's Creed 3 for the Wii U, and that was my first rated M game that I owned. Assassin's Creed 3 had already been out for like a year or two or so, I forget. But it was one of those things where it's like, I'm old enough now, can I play this video game? And they were like, I'm not sure. Granted, I was raised very heavily on, like, edutainment software up until I was, like, 10 or 11 or something. So. Right, so now that we're here, what do we want to do? I don't want to fight the gym yet. First things first, we are going to adjust the moveset. There we go. Do we want to do the unknown? I think we're going to go in here and just open up the unknown. The Ruins of Elf. The Ruins of the Alphabet. Where's my stylus? I was about to say, I'm going to need the stylus for this. It's on the table over here. Right? So, puzzle time. This Pokemon, okay, it's Kabuto. I really like these. I like these puzzles that are always in these. I wish they would do more of them, like, in later gens for some reason. Like, you go into, like, there's that Isle of Steel in Gen 4 with the Lucarios and such. I wish they may have done something there that was kind of more mythical, weird, and creepy. If I remember right, it was some sort of steel manufactory / mine or something? I don't remember. I haven't played through Gen 4 in probably longer than the last time I played this. The Unknown Report. What is this? I have no memory of this place. I don't know what this is. A report of all the discovered kinds of unknown. Why is this an item? This is a very pointless thing to put into the game when you already have the Pokédex. There's no, it's just the alphabet and like a question mark and an exclamation point. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that this is some sort of subquest that you can do if you want, where if you see all of the unknown or catch all of the unknown, then if you give that report back to a guy, he'll give you some sort of item. I don't know. It does remind me of going onto forums back in 2010-11, trying to find out, like, if there are secrets around this. I'm gonna do that. As it stands, I'm gonna look that up after we're done here today. And see, like, is this unknown report actually anything important? It wasn't in the original game, so I have no idea. Okay, we can't go down there. I think that's it. I think we can only do that one. Yeah. Okay. I like how it does just wiggle, but it doesn't say anything. It's like, if that happened in Gen 2, there would be a text box telling you that the tree is weird or something like that. Okay, do we need to heal? No, we're gonna go to... First off, we're gonna get the Quick Claw. If that is here, or if I'm mistaking it for Gen 3 with the Hoenn region. No, I don't want to do whatever this is. Wow, this is an incredibly useless Pokemon school. I could have swore you got like a Quick Claw here, but I'm probably thinking of the school that's in Gen 3 with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Also, if we do see a Ghastly in here, I will try to catch it. Also, another thing to talk about, a couple days ago on February 18th was the anniversary of the first stream I did on Twitch in like a normal capacity. It's the anniversary of the first part of the Breath of the Wild playthrough, which is the first playthrough. And I was gonna stream. That was a really annoying day for me, because I was gonna stream for the first time in like 5 years. I was gonna stream the second part of Astro's Astrobot. Not Astro's Playroom, that's the VR thing. But yeah, I was gonna stream part 2 of Astrobot on Twitch, and as annoying as it was for me, there was a snowstorm that day and it kept messing with my internet. So I was like, I couldn't even watch like a regular stream on Twitch for most of the day. I was like, I'm not going to be able to stream. And that was really annoying to me. I was like, man, I was going to do this special thing that I haven't done in half a decade. And it was kind of ruined by just the weather. So maybe I'll do a stream of Astrobot soon. Maybe not. We'll think about it. And yes, we will be, obviously, we will be returning to Astrobot as well. I had a blast last time I played it. So right now the plan is finish Ghost of Tsushima, which will include the DLC. So Ghost of Tsushima is going to be like the big open world main thing that I do. This is kind of like in second place is like the RPG that I want to play right now. And then we also have Astrobot as the platformer, which is a bit of... It's not the longest game to my knowledge, but we'll see. I don't intend on, like, 100%ing it or anything like that. But, yeah, so right now it's going to be Ghost of Tsushima, Astrobot, Pokemon SoulSilver, and we'll see how that goes. If there's anything else that's thrown in there randomly, then it will be good gaming fun. Yeah, today I would like to... Where do I stand with this game today? So today I would at least like to complete everything through the second gym. So then next time we can tackle Goldenrod in one part. Goldenrod is always a very beefy thing. We'll see how it actually goes, but whenever I play through it in Gen 2, it's always a big beefy thing. I don't remember how long it takes with SoulSilver. Quick attack, yes. Thank you. We're gonna get rid of Smokescreen. And then when we get Flame Wheel eventually, we'll get rid of Leer. What you got? Yes! Yes! Okay, okay, we have a Ghastly. These are not the most common thing to find in here. The problem now is that we're very high leveled. I am probably gonna have to... How many Pokeballs we got? 6? I'm gonna throw one just to gauge it, just see what we got. It has no intention. Okay. Right, this is not good. I'm gonna try a tackle. Well, I was about to say, I don't think normal attacks work on this. Now we're asleep, which is wonderful. We're kind of a little screwed here if we want to try and catch this thing. We're just gonna have to keep throwing balls. I'm gonna try and wake Sin up and use maybe Leer on it. I don't believe status effect moves change anything I don't believe they have any I can speak. I don't believe status moves can change anything regarding catching a Pokemon. It would have to be some sort of literal physical status change, like paralyzing sleep, or some sort of physical HP situation with it. Man, this thing loves licking us. As I kind of expected that. Okay, we've done a Leer on it. I don't think that's gonna change anything, but we'll see. No? Okay. Look, Ghastly, you're awesome. You're spherical. That's awesome. You have gas. That's not as awesome, but we can help you with that. Just come with us. We can help you. We can bring you to a better life. In our team. Can we do this together? We can do this together! You believed! What a sucker. Alright, we got a Ghastly now. Oh, I need to read its Pokedex. I did that during, like, shield, I think. I read the Pokedex entries of things I caught. Alright, so what we naming this guy? Kinda tempted to name him Spooky. I'm also not. Oh god. We could name him Grandpa. Get it, because Grandpa's a ghost. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It actually fits. I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. The problem, I'm gonna say no to that just because it's not gonna make any sense and be less funny when it turns into a Haunter and a Gengar. I think we're just gonna call him Spook. Yeah, it's short, simple, it's memorable. Not the most imaginative thing again, but... maybe Spook will become a good character. Just some weird thing will happen. And it'll be an event we can all remember. Also, we're still I should actually go against one of these wild Pokemon and just wait out the sleep before we continue. Alright, let's do that here. Unless this is another Ghastly, and that would be bad. Okay, we got a Rattata. Oh man, we're getting really unlucky with this sleep, huh? Okay, finally. What? The Chillin' Berry weakened Quick Attack's power. Oh, that's weird. Okay. That was a very weird berry to have on you. That almost felt like an Ironmon moment, if you know what Pokemon Ironmon is. It's just like, wait, what? What's going on here? There's a secret berry? What do you mean? And then you die. Okay, we got another Bellsprout. Yeah, this building is amazing for getting some pretty cheap experience. That actually, I just remembered right now, I need to renew my Pokemon Home subscription. Now we're gonna... I think I'm gonna try my best to level up Spook after this. Please! Why? Have we not suffered the sleep enough? Wake up! Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Sin's gonna give you a brand new eye. By stealing your own one and giving you a new replacement. It is not gonna feel good. Anyway, right. Thank you. Oh, we're already here. Sure, I'll take an evolution.
Quilava! Radical! Hey, hey! Come on over and have some fun with Crazy Quilava!
Right. Oh my god, look at him! He looks like a danger noodle. He's so long. Nice. Don't take that out of context. Right. Let's take out the old man and get out of here. Once again, I'm skipping the dialogue when I should be reading it.
Huh. He calls himself the Elder, but he was no match for me. Sure enough, those who lecture how you should be nice to Pokémon, they cannot defeat me. My edge is too powerful. All I care about are strong Pokémon that win every time. The rest of them don't mean anything to me.
Silver used an escape rope. What a risless gat. So good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of trading. People and Pokémon test their bonds to build a bright future together. I am the final test. Allow me to check the ties between you and your Pokémon. He, like, rips open his robe and there's just a literal, like, multiple choice test, like, taped to his chest. You must finish this test to pass the test. It's like, man, this is a weird building. There's some weird people in here. But okay, give me the pointiest pen and I will stab it through you. Another Hoot Hoot. I am dreading that this thing has hypnosis. No! You can't make this up! Oh, man, come on. Wake up! Thank you. Oh, and double thank you. You gave a good crit there, Sin. Let's wipe the floor with this last guy, please. That would be nice. Alright, we're out of here. We're done. Let's get away from all these ghosts and goblins and hoot-hoots and what-whats. The way you battle is quite elegant. You should be able to stand up to Faulkner. And you should be able to make good use of this. It is a technical machine called Flash. But sir, you just flashed me a moment ago. Let's not speak of that. It doesn't matter. So, do we have an escape rope to leave here or no? We do? Okay. Alright, let us take a look at this Ghastly. You know that the clock on the 3DS isn't right when it's telling us that we caught it January 5th, 2011. Oh, that's funny. Right, yeah, I need to fix the clock for next time we play. So, 15 HP, 6 attack, defense, special attack. It's got modest special attack for its level. It's also a little fast. Not good with attack, which is not big, because this is a ghost type. Yeah, I think this is an alright Ghastly at its level. Like, it will grow into something better. It's not, like, total trash. Knows Levitate, Lick, and Hypnosis. Can I move these around? Yes, I can. Thank you. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I have no idea what BST this thing is, but we will raise it into something beautiful. We're also gonna just stock up on stuff at the mart. So what do you have? Oh, you're just a second vendor that sells, like, other obtuse things. Man, remember when there was a mail system in Pokemon? You had the emails in this one, you had the physical letter mail. Wow, all of that doesn't really exist anymore to my knowledge. Net balls, heal balls. We'll get a heal ball. Just to be a little flirty. Right. I'm trying to think. You know, what might actually be a great way to raise this Ghastly? The Unknown. They're super effective against each other, but this could actually be good, because the Unknown only know what? Hidden Power? We're gonna give it a shot and just see if it's viable. Because the Unknown as they are not the greatest Pokemon to have on your team. I love the Unknown. I have one of those awesome Unknown embroidered hats from the Pokemon Center once again. It's my current hat, and I love it a lot. But the Unknown in gameplay are not the greatest things. As monsters, they're awesome. And I love how they look. I am such a slut for the Johto region. I will actively admit that. Okay, Hidden Power did a pretty good amount of damage. And Lick did not. We are not doing this. Okay. Right. The Unknown are actually way stronger than Ghastly. Can we get out of here, please? They're swarming us. I don't think we have any repels, and honestly, I don't really want to use any in here. I would rather use one in the tunnel coming up. We're almost there. Okay, thank you. Let me leave. Let's get out of here. Ooh. Like Scoob! There's these floating letters! Raggy, that was off of it. I cannot, that was sad. Do not pay any mind to me trying to be Shaggy and Scoob. How do you like the unknown report I gave you? Unknown are recorded as you catch them. It's, okay, so it's a catching thing. Because that's the thing. I don't know if the unknown report, if it, like, you get something special if you catch all of the unknown. But I do know that the Ruins of Elf have a special event tied to Arceus. I did that back when this game was new. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that because I believe it involves Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina, but I'm not sure. Like, we can get them. I just don't know if it's tied to, like, their data. Because I remember them being, like, special download event Pokemon, which I probably still have in my Pokemon Home on my Switch. Because I keep all this stuff. But, yeah, I don't know if it is just, like, any Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina, or if they have to be, like, a specific kind. Because if I remember right, you traveled through... Or maybe you have to have Arceus in the first place to go get one of them. You see, it's been 15 years since this stuff happened, so I'm trying to remember what happened 15 years ago at a Pokemon download event of sorts. Well, in-game event, at least. Yeah, I want to say if you have Arceus with you, like a specific Arceus at least, you talk to Cynthia, she appears here in post-game. And then you get teleported to some sort of snowy ruin. Like, it's called, like, the Shoujo Ruins, the Shujo Ruins, something like that, I forget its name. And then you're sent into a hall where you're able to pick one of the 3 legendaries from Pearl and Diamond and Platinum. Does that sound right? I'm letting my brain funnel out the information. That's what I vaguely remember of it. I don't remember consciously too much what that was. I wouldn't be surprised if that's it. If, like, you bring in Arceus, and then it allows you to get one of the 3 other legendaries from the other games. That sounds kind of right. We'll get to it. What's the phrase? Oh yeah, from The Incredibles. We'll get there when we get there. It's like I'm jumping 25, 30 hours ahead of the game. Just trying to remember something. So, we can't go down south yet until we get done with Faulkner, so we're kind of stuck with him. I think we're going to have to do the old tactic of swapping out Ghastly to level it up while we fight. No, wait, no, not run. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this the classic way of constantly swapping back and forth your Pokemon. I'm totally fine and used to it. Some people would I assume a lot of newer players to Pokemon would find that rather annoying to have to do, but that's how it used to be done. Sand attack, that's not great. Spook's level 5. It learns Spite. That's not helpful. Oh, got a crit on that. A very pointless crit, but it was still... A crit's always nice, you know? It's always a guarantee. Alright, we're good. I don't think we took any damage. No, not really at all. Alright, let's get started on this. I am Faulkner, the Violet City Gym Leader. People say you can clip flying-type Pokemon's wings with the jolt of electricity. I won't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. I'll show you the real power of the magnificent bird Pokemon. Look at this guy loving his birds. I bet he feeds pigeons. A lot of sand attack, which is not... It's not like a super bad thing, but it's kind of dampening a lot of my faith that we're going to keep hitting his Pokemon consistently. So far, so good. The Sin is a very, very good level for this right now. That's why I'm hoping Spook catches up pretty quickly. This Pidgeotto might be an issue. We will see. Level 13. The wind is finally with us. If I were cheeky... We're gonna be cheeky. We're gonna try something. We're probably dead. No, it lived. Come on, come on. One more try. One more try. We are totally dead. No, Spook. Ah, man. We let him try to have his moment. You gotta push it and let it try to have its own moment, you know? It didn't work out, though, which is a shame. We'll give him another try later. We can still fly! Not anymore. I understand. I'll bow out gracefully. So theatrical. For pity's sake, my dad's cherished bird Pokemon. But a defeat is a defeat. Alright. The Zypher badge. The Zephyr? Zypher? Zephyr? Open up to level 20. We'll obey you. You can learn Rock Smash. Roost. Okay, yep, go to Azalea Town. We are on our way. Magical. Professor Elm. Hello, we've discovered something. The details are, well, I can't really say anything, but we want you to carry that egg. That's fine, we have no Pokemon right now. My assistant is at the Pokemart in Violet City. Could you meet him and pick up that egg? Sure. While we're in here, we're going to pick up some repels, if we can. I don't know if they're in the store yet. What if we told him no? Would he just sit here for the rest of the game? Okay, yes, yes. You have a lot of trust in me. Thank you. Oh yeah, we got more items in here. Nice. Super potions, awakenings. Nice. We're gonna get some repels. We can get 6. I'm going to get 5. Is there anything I can sell? I can sell Roost. I don't need this. No berries. X accuracy. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna, you know what we're gonna buy? We're gonna buy some awakenings. And I'll buy 1 burn heal. I don't think we're really gonna need it, at least not for a long time, but better to have it than to not. Oh, one of the kimono girls. Me oh my. That egg must be... I see. So it was handed from Mr. Pokémon to Professor Elm, and then from Professor Elm to you. There was also another guy, his assistant. I think his name was Mark or something. I don't know. I've talked to him like twice. We don't know each other. Now I get it. The egg is truly an important egg. Please do take care of it for me. The egg is an egg. Yes, miss. Okay, goodbye. You know, I think there's some weird people in every town in this. I like it. It's fun. Right, so now that we have Flash, we are done with the first gym. I don't believe we can use it yet, but I'm going to teach Flash to Spook. Oh, unable. Wow, okay. I want to say Ghastly is able to learn Flash, at least in some other previous generation. If not, then okay. We're gonna go back to this cave and get the items inside it. I want to say there's an item here. I'm gonna turn off the shoes for a moment. Nothing? Okay. Never mind. Right, let's check out the cave. Spooky for spook. Oh. This is why, one of the reasons why I got those repels. I'm gonna turn off the shoes here too so I don't jump off anything accidentally. A rugged rock. Oh, lovely. We got a potion. Let's go back up and around. Okay, that rappel is done. Let's jump up from higher. Okay, no, this is the same spot. That might be it. Yeah, that actually appears to be all the items here. I could have swore there was like another item, at least in Gen 2. Whatever. They might have changed the layout of that. Well, we're at a stalemate here, so we're just gonna leave. And that was when they both discovered they were both bottoms. You're the shard guy, right?
Shard the Betty! Yeah! I trade Betty for a shard! If you bring me some shards, I will give you 3 berries, yeah!
Alright. His constant yelling of "ya" just reminded me of Tongo. If you don't know who Tongo is, look up Tongo music on YouTube, and you should find him. He passed away recently, maybe a year or so ago. I forget, but he was a true legend. Okay, creepy guy out in the woods talking to us about how cool our Pokemon look, and he's just giving us his Miracle Seed. Mmm. Delicious. Thank you, man. Wooper. We're not going to be taking Wooper. A fan favorite of Gen 2 and Pokemon fans. Hopefully this kid has something that this Ghastly can hit. Nope. A Zubat, that's more like it. And it sucks! Oh, you can't make this up. Okay. Right, we're going back to Quilava. Oh, man, not the chickens or the ducks. Rubber ducky damage, please. No. Thank you. Wow. Awesome, Sin. You got out of that real quick. Okay, we still got another level out of him. Yeah, I'm very surprised still that Flash is not usable with Ghastly. That, I want to say that is... If and I wasn't busy playing the game, I would be looking that up like, really, is Flash not usable with a Ghastly, at least in SoulSilver? Okay, can Lick work on this one? Nope. I don't think we're gonna be using Spook much until it turns into a Haunter. I have a feeling. Unless it learns Confusion or like Psywave or Psybeam, it's not gonna be a very useful Pokemon. We need it to learn Psychic attacks. You're on a big journey to see the sights. Neat. Let's be friends. No, I don't want your phone number. If we find a Mareep out here, I would love to catch it. We got an Ekans. Once again, it's like, I don't know what they changed for SoulSilver and Heart Gold anymore, because I have a feeling, given the Mankey is not in this, I have a feeling they swapped what was available in Gold and Silver versus what's available in Heart Gold and SoulSilver. I feel like that's a mean thing they would do. Let's try attacking the Ekans. Maybe this? It's a bit better. We're gonna... Well, let's see how this goes. Yeah, we're gonna try this. But yeah, I hope that there are... I'm gonna look that up again while we do this. Pokemon SoulSilver Marie. Because having an Ampharos is very, very, in my opinion, advantageous. Having a strong electric type like that. Let's see. It is in the game. Mareep are in the game. Okay. Route 32, Route 42, and 43. We'll look at the map after this and take a look at where those are. I think we are on... We might be on 32. Look, Spook had a fight by himself. I'm so proud. We are on 32, so Mareep are out here, as I thought. Okay. I just didn't know if Game Freak took them away from us or something. Let me see the details. They might only be around during the day. Yeah, because that's the other thing, is there's also time-based Pokemon in this. Mareep. On Route 32... Oh, man, okay, this is not great. So, on Route 32, Mareep are 20%... They have a 20% chance of an encounter in the morning and during the day. At night, it's down to a 10%. And they are, no matter what, always going to be level 6, which the level is fine. For me, it's that encounter rate really sucks. So unless we get lucky, we don't have super great odds. Another Bellsprout. Ekans. Can we get a Mareep, please? That would be lovely. That would be beautiful. While we're waiting around to see if we can find a Mareep, a album that I really enjoy that came out last year called Imprints. Well, the album is called Blood Moons. The artist is called Imprints. I'm tired. It's late. It's like 11. Yeah, it's almost 11 at night. Anyway. The artist is called Imprints. The album is called Blood Moon. It's a reimagining. It's a ambient reimagining. It's a very, very artistic take on a rendition of a self-composed ambient album of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I probably worded that terribly because I got a little scatterbrained in the middle there. But, so, it's an ambient album that takes the not really any melodies or tunes or anything really actually associated with Breath of the Wild. It takes more like the concepts and general ideas of what Breath of the Wild is, and is a full album of original music inspired by Breath of the Wild. I recommend it. It's on Bandcamp, and I'm excited for it because it's being put out by Data Discs, who I've bought records for in the past for a long time, for like Shenmue and other Sega games and such, like Sonic CD, Outrun, nameless others. They put out Nights last year on a vinyl, and I really want to have that, but I don't have it yet. But I'm actually more inclined to get this album that they published on vinyl. They're putting it out on vinyl, and it comes out, I believe, in the middle of March. and I really want to get it. I really, really like this ambient album. But if ambient music or the soundtrack of Breath of the Wild is your kind of thing, I would recommend it. It's not very well known. I think it's literally something they brought up once that they were publishing on their Instagram a year ago, and it's just sat on the Bandcamp for them forever. I don't know if it's on Spotify. I don't use Spotify. I know it's not on like iTunes or anything like that. It's not on YouTube. So I would recommend it. Just go on Bandcamp, look up... This is a free plug for them. I recommend Blood Moon by Imprints on Bandcamp. If you like sound design or ambient music like Breath of the Wild. It is not Breath of the Wild music, it just has that kind of thing. It's really hard to describe. My favorite tracks on it are Forest and Moon. Moon, I really, really, really like. And we have Mareep, and we're under the moonlight, so guess what I'm naming this thing? I'm gonna name it Moon. If we catch it. I hope this thing actually has some pretty good defense. Okay, we're good. And it woke up, though. So we're gonna jostle back. But yeah, that album that I like a lot is coming out on vinyl. It was announced today that that is happening. So... I want to try and get it. It's annoying for me because it's an import from the UK, because data discs are based in the UK. But we'll see. I didn't even use hypnosis on this thing. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw a ball at it. That's the whole point of why I swapped back to Spook. I was like, oh, I'm gonna put it back to sleep, make it easier. Nope. Right, you are now known as Moon. Also the name of a very good RPG that I played on the Switch, which is also on the PS1, Moon RPG Remix. I recommend that as well. I love that game. I have played it on the channel. And that was the second playthrough on YouTube of that game, actually. Weird, at least in English, weirdly enough. I don't know if other people have gone and actually sat down and played all of Moon since I played through it, honestly. It is not an easy game. Moon is quite difficult. I had to look up, like, I want to say I looked up a guide on a couple occasions just to, like, understand some of the weird cryptic stuff about it. But Moon is actually a very important game to me. I really enjoyed it. Okay, I kind of want to go back and heal. But we're not going to. Not yet, at least. Nice crit. Yeah, Spook is going to be way more useful once we get him some psychic moves. Even Bite. If it learned Bite, that would be a great upgrade. Lick is just a terrible move. Speaking about other music, I may as well have some music talk now that we're out here just in the wilds, trying to not get into as many encounters as we are, but we are. So, some music I've been listening to lately, Stars About from Poland. Put out a great new single, I recommend it. The Midnight are a synthwave band that are based out of California. They are going on a EU tour later this year. I will not be seeing that because I do not live in Europe, but good for them for doing that. Well, for, you know, I hope they have good fun on that. They're a good band. As I readjust my headset because it was slipping down a little. Steven Wilson has his new album. If you've watched any of the channel, you know I am a massive Steven Wilson fan, and I hope that this new album is good. I haven't heard any previews or anything that he's put on like Instagram or anything like that. I want to hear it I want to just get it, sit down, listen to it, see how it is. I want to check Moon. What moves does Moon actually have? Nothing? Okay. So I hope Steve's new album is solid. A band that's existed for a couple of years now that I've never heard of and is rather not well known that I happened to come across and enjoyed their album Aloha is Inoha. They're a kind of punk surfer rock pop band from Texas, weird enough. I thought from their music and their accents that they might have been from Hawaii. And given the theme and everything about the band and the name, I was like, oh, they're probably from Hawaii. No, they're from Texas. That reminds me of Melt, because Melt's music is very, like, Polynesian psych rock stuff, and it sounds like they're from Hawaii, and they're from Vancouver, Canada. I've met Melt. They're great guys. I've talked to them. Went to a concert of theirs, had a nice chat with them. They're a great band. But yeah, I listened to this other indie band, Inoha, and I'm like, oh, this sounds like some good Hawaiian music. And it's like, no, it's Texas. Isaac Weinmiller, he is the brother of one of the oh god. I'm forgetting his name now. You have Josh Augustin and... God, I'm forgetting the other guy's name in Vansire. It's his brother. Oh, God. I'm having to look that up right now because, like, I'm a massive Vansire fan, and I can't believe my brain is brain farting on who is Vansire. I am if you know me in like even in real life, I am terrible with names. Sam, thank you, brain. Sam Weinmiller. Isaac is the brother of Sam from Vansire, who are another dream pop band. Isaac seems to be a dream pop artist. He's put out like an album or two in the past, and has worked with Vansire a couple times for some stuff, and vice versa. They're siblings. So his album he put out this year he put it out in January. It's very good album. I will say it's there's a very clear difference, but also similarity between Vansire and Isaac's work, in that Josh and Sam seem to be very attuned to jazz and easy listening music, where Isaac is very attuned to, like, Nintendo music and pop music. It's a little weird because, like, sonically, it's a very similar soundscape and intent as Vansire, but it's almost like it's coming from someone who is very much a gamer and very much someone of the Nintendo DS and Wii era. Because you listen to his music in, like, where there would be, like, a piano melody or something with some very interesting instrumentals, like maybe a saxophone or some other such. That's replaced with, like, keyboard and synthesizer sound effects of like the Wii, literally like the sound fonts of like the Nintendo DS or Wii or something like that, and it's a lot more sugar-coated. There are very clear motifs from Animal Crossing, Mario Kart, the Wii Shop channel even, throughout some of those songs that he's put out there. What is the album called if you want to listen to it? It is Rolling Hills Road from Isaac Weinmiller. And my two favorite songs on that are Strawberry Moon and Love Burst. No, I don't want your phone number. So if you want some Dream Pop stuff, that is my fresh recommendation for this year. Speaking of pop, Skylar Spence, Robert De Robertis, I believe his real name is, put out a new single mix under his Skylar Spence name. And I thought it was fine. It was just a one-off thing that he apparently made last summer. I thought it was fine, but I really do prefer when the guy makes his own pop music that is very interesting to listen to, that he sings. I'm fine, and I enjoy plenty of other artists who make very interesting, energetic pop music with the use of plunderphonics, but I listen to like Macross, Jingoro. There are a couple artists out there, like Hideki Naganuma is the one that most people know for plunderphonics. But yeah, he does it a lot too, especially under the St. Pepsi name, which most people know him for. I like the single, but I listened to it and I'm like, this would be great 10 years ago when he was starting out. I kind of want him to like explore more about actually singing like his own songs and like composing some more interesting things that invest in him as an artist more than just making experiments. That's just a me thing. I'm not his producer or anything. Just as an audio guy, that's just my thought. I'm like, I like this a lot, but it doesn't feel personal, and I feel like it would be better if there was more of him specifically in it. That's kind of, after listening to Prom King years ago, that's just kind of what I want a bit more of, to be honest. Just like, I really like his voice when he sings, and I know for some reason I've seen throughout like YouTube comments and such that apparently there's like, I don't know the guy, so I just know that there's like some weird stuff with people either love his voice or hate his voice. I love it. I think it is boyish, but that's really the charm of it, is that there is like not an innocence, but like there's a certain thing about it that is different and is very, very charming, that makes it, just elevates the crazy music that he makes. I like it a lot. I just got off there on a weird tangent about music, I'm sorry. If you want to know what I'm talking about, listen to St. Pepsi, listen to Skylar Spence. Those are his two acts. And I recommend the Prom King album that he put out in 2015 a lot. It's a very great album that I love listening to. And what's another music thing? Senkan Action, Japanese rock pop art band. I love them. I've loved them for probably since around when this game came out. They put out a new single today. Keep battling. And I thought it was alright. There's a music video for it as well. The music video was kind of charming because you literally get to see... once again, bad with names. I forget his name. The lead singer, you get to see him in the studio singing, and it reminds me a lot, honestly, of Tom York. He's like jumping and jostling his arms constantly while he's singing, and I know why he's doing that. He's keeping beat like a metronome. He's literally acting as a physical metronome with the music so that he can sing it in one take well. It looks... Honestly, this is a weird thing to say, but it looks cute, but it's very much like I know why this guy is doing this. If you just kind of sit and think about it for half a second, you're like, why is he moving like that? Oh, he's keeping beat with the music. Okay. He's just literally moving his entire body to do it. So that was kind of an interesting insight into the band. And I thought the single was good. The single is very good. It's called Kaiju. I hope it's a premonition for an upcoming album. I would love another album. Adapt was a great album, and that came out like 2 or 3 years ago, I forget. I want to say 3 years ago. So, that was good. A little off of new music and going back a little further back, 2014. Since we're on the topic of Japanese artists, Minami Kitasono is going to be putting out a new album this year that I'm very curious about. If you like Lamp, the band Lamp, one of my favorite Japanese artists, I would recommend the EP that Minami Kitasono put out in 2014 called Promenade. It's a very similar thing to what Lamp does, but it's a little bit more poppy and a little bit less experimental. But they after that album came out, they like changed their name and tried to do other stuff as like some other artist pseudonym and stuff, and it didn't really work out for the past decade. So now they're going back to their original name and are going to be putting out their first album this year. It comes out in the spring. I haven't listened to anything if there are like singles out for it yet or any such, but I'm aware that Lamp fans are looking at this and are being like, we hope it's good. We hope it's good. I hope it's good. I like Promenade. It's a good EP. This artist has kind of floundered, and that's the weird part. It's like this, you listen to this album and this EP and you're like, wow, this is really, really good stuff. But then nothing happened after that. It was just a random EP. It came out, it was very well regarded, and then they just vanished, and you do a little digging and you find out, oh, they changed their name to be like this other artist and did other stuff, and it didn't work out. And now they're trying to come back with a full album to like cement themselves as this identity and artist and project and all this stuff. And you're just like, oh, okay. Let's hope it's good. It took you 10 years to figure this stuff out after you hit it right on the head the first time you had a thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope it's alright. I hope this album they put out's good. Anyway, let me focus back on the game and less on the music. We're kind of just fighting trainers right now, so I'm a little bit on autopilot. Set in Poliwag. We're gonna swap to Moon. Get some levels in this guy. Okay, that really ruins any point of using Ember again. Splash. Okay, we've already fought. Like, that's how much on autopilot I am right now. Just talking about music is like, I don't even know what trainers here we fought. No, okay. We're good. We're gonna go back to the Pokemon Center and heal. Like, that's the thing. You get me talking on something, I will talk for hours about stuff. Space and time fades away, and my fixation on whatever we're talking about will just take over. It's why my history professors really, really loved me. Hey, you look like the Teachy TV guy from Gen 3 in, like, Fire Red Leaf Green. I have a feeling that's the guy. I'm gonna talk to him. I don't remember him being in this game, but okay. Primo, hello. I should be a familiar face to every Pokemon fan. I'm from the TV show The Show Me Show. Yeah, I think this is the Teachy TV guy. I am Primo, the big brother. Today, would you, one of my fans, tell me what you think of me? He's talking like a TV presenter, and I'm having a hard time reading that because I'm trying to read it like normal text. I'm trying to read this like a normal person, and he's not a normal person. What do you think of me? Wait, what? Today, would you, one of my fans, tell me what you think of me? Yes, no. I thought... my brain had a weird moment where I read the yes, no as like, wow, I'm gonna tell him that I think he is yes or no. Yeah, I can tell you what I think of you. Alright, what do we got? Lifestyle. No, not camera. I love cameras, but... Union. Are you from the Union? Healthy. Healthy messed up. Healthy lovey-dovey. Healthy... What is this? Raffle? Why is Raffle in this game? Wow, I did not expect to see Leet Speak in a Pokemon game. At least not one, frankly, this old. Like, I get it was 2010 and Leet Speak was everywhere, but it's just like, huh. That's, I don't know, it's weird to me to see Leet Speak just in a Pokemon game. Healthy strangeness. Oh my, is this how you feel about me? I never thought of it that way before. I have now ruined this man. I have now, like, awakened something in him of just, like, self-consciousness. I never thought of it that way before. By the way, how do you like the way I am so exciting and fun? Nah, he's still as plastic on the inside as he was on the outside. Birthday... Boo-hoo. It makes no sense. Truly? That gives me all new energy so I can work even harder. Great feedback. It'll help me a lot. Thanks for your continued support. He gave me nothing for that. What a hack. What a scam artist. Right, I'm debating whether or not we put Mareep in the front now that Spook's a bit higher leveled. I think we're gonna do that just to keep things kind of even. We're done with the fisherman down there. We're still gonna go down... now we still have to cross through that big field of... wild Pokemon, here we go again! I would use the repels, but I want to save them for the cave. Oh, there's an item up there, okay. Yeah, it's funny. We were hoping to find a Mareep earlier, and now they're everywhere. Can't escape. Oh, geez. This one has a bone to pick. Sucks to suck. Yeah, get out of here, paralyzing yourself on our ass. It's like, you picked a fight and you got bit for it. That's always fun. Please, leave me alone. Just smack the Wooper. Just smack it out of the way. It won't care. It feels nothing. Right, what do you got? A Wooper, of course. That's the thing. Until both of these Pokemon learn some quality, some choice special attack moves, we're not really going to be super great with them. Oh, that's not great. That's fine. This thing has no special attack. Okay, so we got this guy. We're done with the bridge. What did that guy say? Oh, my own kids won't even give me their phone numbers. I guess that's just how young people are these days. Woof. Ooh, I feel bad for this guy. Like, he's a hard-working dad out here fishing for his family every day, and his kids are like, no, screw you, Dad. I don't want to talk to you. Ooh. That's some subtext. How would you like to have this? Nutritious slowpoke tail. It's quite gummy in the teeth. For you right now, just $1,000,000 Pokédollars. You want this? It's so good. I thought kids these days were loaded. Well, we don't all have monkeys in the metaverse, my good man. We aren't raking in that grind set, that Sigma grind set of fake currencies. His apes, all gone. You see, this would be great if we had Thundershock. You know, we're still gonna give it a shot. We're not giving this a shot. We're gonna be here forever if we do that. I feel bad for Sin now. We keep sending it out, and it just keeps getting sand in its face. She's like, oh, ready for battle. Oh, what the? Pocket sand. Okay, we got a Spearow. I swear to God, if it gives us some more pocket sand... No, it's just screaming at us. That's very on brand for a Spearow. You know what my weaknesses are. Yes, I do, Peter. Hello, Peter. Alright, here we are at the cave. After that, we get to Azalea Town. And the Slowpoke Well. So, I think we have maybe like another hour. We'll see. We don't have Rock Smash. We can't get in there yet. We're going in. Union Cave. We have 4 repels. Let's see how this goes. I don't remember there being an upper area up here. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Gen 2 there's no upper area. If there's light, a cave isn't scary. If you're strong, Pokemon aren't scary. He's not wrong, that's just logic. Very logical Fire Breather Ray with his Vulpix. Oh, come on. It really wanted to fight the Mareep, huh? So what's down here, then? Okay. There's some items. Repel wore off. Yeah, I don't remember what this is. I know there's like a Lapras area, but that's further south. Unless they reorganize the cave, then I'm not sure. Wow, I just clicked on this randomly and there was an X speed on there. Nice. Yeah, I don't remember there being an upper area. Anyway. I want to say this guy has a Geodude or an Onix. Onix, right. Moon, you will die instantly to this thing. Wow, that was a very nice crit.
It lived? It lived! What do you mean? Luigi, you look at this guy?
No, Mario, I have never seen this guy in my life.
Well, we're gonna screw him up.
Right, Moon is at 10. Yay! Finally! Moon got some whimsy in them. Now we can actually maybe use them for some things. Geodude? We're not using them here because this is not the place. But it is nice to have Thundershock. We're gonna give this one to Spook. How many Geodudes does this guy have? Okay, this is his last one. Mud Sport. Okay. That's electricity. Yeah, electricity. I was gonna say because Water Sport Water Sport pretty much just ruins fire attacks. Really? Yeah, I'm getting... These guys have some good physical defense. I'm kind of surprised that both the Onix and this Geodude have survived Quick Attack. Okay, we got another level. That's good. Still no confusion. I don't even know if confusion will be the next move for Spook, but I hope something psychic will show up before we get to Goldenrod. Take out this guy. Yeah, I get the feeling that they kind of changed Union Cave a little bit. This is not really... Some of it, like that upper area with the little pond there, is the same, but this also looks a little different. We're gonna try using Moon here. Very good. Oh, that's wonderful. You did it all by yourself, Moon. We're also going to have to change the moveset around for Moon, just so we don't get caught off guard. Right. This guy's out of here.
Give us your nutrients.
Keep that where it is. Got a Great Ball, that's great. Okay, Pokemaniac. What do you have? I'm trying to remember. I bet it's something like a Vulpix. Nope, Slowpoke. This'll be quick. Oh, it lived. Good special defense. And we need to end this match right now so we don't fall asleep. Yeah, Moon's finally starting to be able to take care of itself here. Spook, not so much. We gotta work on that one. Moon is dizzy. Why? Also, why is there nothing down here? Why have you tricked me, Cave? Yeah, they changed the layout of Union Cave. This is not at all how it looks in Gen 2. They had me at the start, because at the very beginning with that pond in the middle with that one hiker is the same. The rest of it is not. Rock polish. Speed up, okay. Yeah, that's not a Gen 2 move, so it's a little weird seeing it there. Not good. Is it defense or special defense? Oh no, it's speed. Right. So we are a little bit of a pickle there. Just in this, we're not in the pickle in terms of the actual fight, but this is going to be a bit of a slog. Man, Geodude, my man, homie. Why are you doing this? Why are you making this fight go on way longer than it needs to be? That was a good crit. And now you're doing defense curl. You're just doing this to spite me, huh? Can I get a burn? Rock throw. Not good. Very not good. Okay. He's out of here. Does he have any more? He does, so let's see what this is. Machop. I'm gonna do a little bold move and put Moon out for this one. Spook failed at their moment of being pushed on the limit. Let's see if Moon can handle it. It seems he's gonna win, yeah. This Machop was very, very oblivious, it seems. This guy straight up just told me, I mostly hang out in the caves and mountains. I don't go into towns.
If you give me your phone number, I can give you a lot of information, kid.
This is, no. Stranger danger.
That's so sad. I might just end up secluding myself in a mountain.
Wow, that's like that is loaded emotional, like, what's the phrase for it? Like, you're trying to guilt me into giving you my phone number. Get away from... This dude's... Once again, it's just another weird person. There's always like one or two in every town. Who are you? Oh wait, who are you? You don't know us?
We are Team Rocket.
What?
We broke up a while ago. Give me a break, we've not broken up. Actually, we did once. But we've come back to pursue Giovanni's ambition. This is reading better if I say it like some sort of weird, scrangly goon. Enough talking.
Thud. There was no thud sound effect. That was weird.
Nothing is going on. It's unsafe to go in there, so I'm standing guard to make sure people don't wander in. Am I not a good Samaritan?
Yo, we got the Rap King out here. Nothing is going on. It's unsafe to go in there, so I'm standing guard to make sure people don't wander in. Am I not a good Samaritan? Man, this guy's got the rap lyrics and everything. He is going to be an awesome goon. There's a character in my mind that I'm pulling that kind of like way of talking about things, but I'm trying to like think of like where is that from? There's a character from something, I don't know what. I'm not sure if it's Disney or some other thing that's just ingrained in my mind, in my subconscious that I pulled from for that. I don't know. Okay, I would like to get a couple more repels. We'll get 3. No, we're gonna get more. Well, first, we're gonna get an escape rope. How many can I get? I'm gonna get 9. Right. So, let's go talk to Kurt. Because Team Rocket has kind of held a little bit of Azalea Town under lockdown. Do you know about Slowpoke Tail? I've heard it's tasty. Yeah, I had a weird guy earlier talk to me from his mouth into my ear directly about it. Aren't you glad I told you that? Bye. You're not telling me anything new. Let's go rub this tree until it comes a white seed that we can put into Pokeballs. I just let my mind just say that. Okay. Yeah, Kurt, you're gonna take this seed and put it into a Pokeball. Alright, yep, Kurt. You're gonna run into the Slowpoke well and break your back. Wonderful. Just wonderful. You see, if there was a Twitch chat for me playing through this, which the way I have this set up doesn't really allow me to stream DS or 3DS games because this stuff kind of has to be like layered on my desktop for it to be captured right. And that is the kind of comment I would expect to be seeing. So that was like me channeling a chat and just like subconsciously reading the chat of what I would expect to be said. Hey there, the guard up top took off when I shouted at him, and you took a tumble down the well. If I were fit, I would do stuff, but goodbye. Okay, we're gonna take out Team Rocket in here. They're trying to take the Slowpoke, cut off their tails, and sell them on the black market as food for some reason. So, let's see how this goes. Rattata. I like to imagine that when you join Team Rocket, you're just given, like, Zubats and Rattatas and Coughings and Ekans as, like... What's the way to phrase it? They're, like, standard issue? They're just things that are lying around with, like, the managers of Team Rocket that they just give to every new employee to do the job or something. It's not like these are personal Pokemon or anything. That would explain why all these members have these types of Pokemon, is that they're just like standard issue things for people in the group. Which is That's funny to me, but also it explains a lot of why they're so bad. It's like you join Team Rocket, you're given the uniform and like a Pokeball or two of one of these things they just have in a closet somewhere. Thunder Wave, nice. Probably won't be using it too much. Oh, that's right. They actually gave the they gave the executives in this game like proper names. And like tried to pull a they tried to do what they were doing around this time with like X and Y and Black and White and Pearl version and Diamond, like this kind of generation, and give like the execs like very specific personalities and character. Gen 3 had that with the sub-admirals for the teams. Not they had like Archie and what's-his-face for Team Magma, but then they had like one person below that who had like a name and maybe a custom sprite to them. So this is kind of them really trying to shove that into this gen. This gen did not really have that. Like, the Johto region did not have that. There were execs, but they were just, like, they were just more Team Rocket members. They didn't really have anything special about them. There was no character to them or anything like that. That was a good crit, and Paralyze. Is there anything down here? Oh, 2 super potions. That's wonderful.
Quit taking slowpoke tails. If we listened to you, Team Rocket's rep would be ruined. We'd lose our market share. Our stockbrokers would bail and we would be broke.
And I would tell this son of a bitch, David Attenborough would weep if he knew what you were doing down here, my good man.
Think of David. Do the right thing.
Now I want to watch some BBC Earth documentaries. I have them all. I have them all. There's actually the new one I haven't seen for him. It's about Asia. I think it's titled literally Asia, and I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it. I need to get on that. I don't know what platform it's on. I don't know if it's with the BBC or Netflix or who. Ooh, we're already at Flaffy. Nice. Very nice. What do we have here? I am often labeled as the scariest and cruelest guy in Team Rocket.
I strongly urge you not interfere with our business.
Look at this guy. The attitude. And he has a level 8 Zubat. Okay, this guy has a coughing. We're gonna swap to Spook so he can get a little bit of some levels. We've been kind of neglecting Spook a little bit. Level 12? That's nothing.
It doesn't matter where we go.
Oh, I can't read fast enough. Okay. It would be so funny if this guy's coughing knew self-destruct or explosion and he just blew himself up and lost at the end. I don't think it has it in the moveset. It probably wouldn't, so it doesn't happen. But that would be funny. Like, you're on this job to take these Slowpoke tails and sell them for your group, and you intentionally lose. For a kid to be this good. I don't know what the hell he just said there. I was busy glancing between my monitors and the game.
Team Rocket was indeed broken up 3 years ago, but we continued our activities underground. We dug many holes and sat in them, loving the worms and the dung. A small obstacle like you won't be much of a problem for our mission. We've already been through a lot. We've seen so much and had to suffer so much to get back here. I advise you to be very afraid of what is to come.
I think he's a little crazy. Yo, Kurt, did you see that guy? He was fabulous, but he seemed a little out of it.
Way to go, Team Rocket has taken off. My sister's better too. Let's get out of here.
That's funny. Kurt just walks up and is like, hey, you did a great job. Just finger guns. Just, you did a great job, kid. Oh, I hit the mic. Sorry about that. Finger guns, got it.
Let's get out of here.
Okay, whatever, Kurt. Yeah. Come on, chameleon. We got a fastball. Thank you. We're gonna give him these to make some friend balls. Friend balls are my favorite Pokeball. I have one behind me as I now pick it up, and it glows. I have one of those special ones from the Wand Company that came out like 3 years ago or something. And when it's like haptic touch / like area adaptive technology, whatever. I don't know what the tech is in this thing, but like you can, even without touching it, you put your hand near it, it will sense your hand is approaching and glow from the button push in the middle to open the ball normally. So like I'm holding it in my hand right now. It's a very, very, very awesome thing. They're expensive, and I don't know if they're actually worth the money in my opinion, because they're like $100 per Pokeball, but I do have the Friend Ball one because it's my favorite Pokeball. It sits on my desk and I love it. So I'm gonna get back to the game, put it down. Yes. Alright, now that that is done, we are going to go into the forest, which means I'm actually going to save, I think for the first time now. 3 hours, okay. I'm going to fight the rival and see how that goes. I don't know what the rival will have. I'm gonna put... If my memory serves right, he's gonna have a Ghastly, he's gonna have his Totodile. It might be a Croconaw already, I don't know. But I'm gonna save Moon for the Totodile slash Croconaw, or whatever it is. Let's see what he's got.
Tell me something. Is it true that Team Rocket has returned?
What? You beat them?
Quit lying. Are you serious? Then let's see how good you are.
He's got a Ghastly, okay. As I thought. Honestly, that's not great. Because now we're kind of just stuck here. Alright. Go get a drink. Call your family. I don't know. We're gonna be here for a while licking this thing. Just 2 gaseous spherical orbs containing the souls of dead people licking each other. It's like some sort of weird fetish somebody had. Aw, man. Paralyze. But why? We got a crit on the last one, funny enough. Alright, we're good. Can we leave now that... I don't think we're gonna be able to leave. I think we're stuck here until Spook dies. Make it forget another move. We have Curse. Oh, no, 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 we don't need that. We need Confusion or something good. Give up on Curse.
Curse. Cursive writing.
Croconaw. Yeah, we're gonna swap if we can. Ooh, that's pretty high level. Flinch. Not good. Not good at all. That's good. That's Paralyze is good. We're gonna need a potion here. There goes our speed. Paralyze, paralyze, paralyze. Nope. Okay. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of the Croconaw, please. Moon's gonna get some good experience from that. Nice. And we're just gonna wrap it up here, too. We're gonna let Moon stay. You've got a lot of nerve. Yeah, I do. Another flinch. Ooh, very unlucky this fight today with that. How did you live? It is ridiculous. There's no way I could lose to a wimp like it. What, was that scripted? Was that scripted so he could say that? What is this? Just go, get out of here, Zubat. I don't understand. Listen, you only won because something... yeah, this game has a weird habit of just, like, speed... Like, I have the text set to fast, but it, like, automatically completes itself. So, in moments like that when I'm trying to read, it just goes away. And it's kind of annoying. Unlike this, where it stays forever. I hate the weak. Pokémon. Trainers. It doesn't matter who or what. I hate to see them hanging around. Loitering. That goes for Team Rocket, too. They think they're big and tough as long as they are in a group. But get them alone and they're weak. I hate them all. You stay out of my way, and I won't be an exception if... You won't be an exception if you get in my way. That guy was a weird edgelord, isn't he, Ghastly? Spook is trying very hard to keep up with you. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You don't have any legs. Why is that an effort for you? You, like, float. How much energy does it take for you to float? What happens if you don't float? You're a ball. Do Ghastlies just roll around on the floor? Is there, like, any evidence of that anywhere in Pokemon? That a Ghastly who does not levitate just rolls around on the floor? I could just picture somebody like picking it up from the mouth and rolling it forward like a bowling ball or something. Dumb. Anyway. Just a very dumb, funny idea. So, do we want to do the Ilex Forest? I don't think we... Well... We're gonna do this first, I guess, if we can. I don't know if we can before we beat Bugsy. Let's talk to the kid. Or he'll talk to us. Oh man, my boss is gonna be angry. The Farfetch'd that cut trees for charcoal took off into the forest. Can you catch them for me? Farfetch'd has sensitive ears. If you step on a branch, they will face towards you. That's your chance. Sneak up from behind and catch them. Do you think you could do that? Yeah. We're gonna do this first. Yeah, they changed this as well from Gen 2. This should be rather easy. Oh, wow, the egg is hatching very early in my opinion. Normally the egg tends to hatch in most of my playthroughs around... I want to say, like, while you're trying to grind for stuff for Whitney once you're in Goldenrod. This is, like, super early in my opinion. Do I want to nickname the Togepi? Not really, because I'm not going to use it. Qua. You snuck up and caught it from behind. Wow, yeah, the Farfetch'd quest here is way easier than in Gen 2. And it's not even a difficult thing. That's weird. Kind of pointless, in my opinion, to make it easier. Did people complain about it back then? There's one more missing. Will you step on a branch? Okay, so there's two Farfetch'd this time. Okay. Professor Elm? He psychically knew that the Togepi hatched. He is linked with the egg. This is great news. A Pokemon hatched from that egg. How do you know? I didn't tell you. I didn't call you. He just knows! I knew that giving that egg to you, Turner, was the right thing to do. I just knew it. You should come here and show me what kind of Pokemon it is. Here is my annoyance with that. Okay, so that is not how I don't remember that being the way, being anything in Gen 2. I think you can call him yourself and he'll find out about it because you'll tell him. But he just knew that the egg hatched, decided to call you, telling you that the egg had hatched. If and he knows that the egg is hatched, say like in the Pokédex, he creepily enough has access to live data of what is being registered in my Pokédex, he would see what Pokemon it is. That would get rid of the entire purpose of going back to his office to show him what it is, because he knows what it is already. I don't get it. That is a script issue, in my opinion. Not in like a coding way, in like a narrative way. It doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Revive. It's just like, what? How did you know that? You called me telling me you found that out, so you know what Pokemon that was, dude. You can't hide anything like that from me. I know. I'm a researcher. I think things through like that. I'm just like, okay. Break it down for me. Okay, let's put on another repel. Okay, it's there. That was for me being not very precise with the movement. Because when you're running like this, you're kind of like a missile, a little bit. Okay, we got it anyway. Wow, you got both of them. Thanks so much. My boss's Pokemon won't obey me because I don't have a badge. You saved me.
Son, you're fired. Ah, my far and fetched. Found them for us, kid. Without them, we wouldn't be able to cut trees for charcoal. Thanks, kid. Now, how can I thank you? I know. Take this.
HM1. Ooh. It's so shiny. The magic of CD technology.
That's the HM cut.
I don't know why his voice changed.
Teach that to a Pokemon to clear small trees.
Okay. So now we gotta go beat Bugsy. I remember Bugsy's gym being the first one from this remake that, like, impressed me on a visual standpoint. I was like, oh, they actually, like, put some weird high effort into redoing the gyms. It looks good. I'm gonna deposit the Togepi as well. Because we did not need this guy. Get out of here. You're mooching. You're mooching off the space in my inventory. Right, and it's also a puzzle. Yeah, I will give credit to this remake, just as I just said before, but like I remember them really overhauling a lot of these gyms and making them a lot more interesting. And the 3D aspects of them are, like, really cool. They were at least really cool for the DS back in the day. Really, really want Spook to gain a level here. Ooh, that was a fantastic crit. Can we do it? Can we get to level 13? Nice. Do we learn anything or no? No. Okay. Kakuna. I'm gonna try and hypnosis this thing so it stops doing that. Spook. It's not even moving. Come on. Thank you. Watch this last like 2 turns. You gotta be kidding me. It has shed skin. Of course it has shed skin. Why wouldn't it have shed skin? Well, we're gonna be here for a little bit. As I just constantly tap my DS screen. Come on. We can do this. We're not doing this. I'm done here. We're getting out. Come on. Burn it. Burn it all to the ground. Burn everything in a glorious cinder. Thank you. Beedrill? I think we're just gonna keep Sin out for this whole gen. That's my opinion now. It lived. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move Sin up to just try and clear out this gym. I don't want to take any weird chances, and honestly, using the other guys will just really prolong this by quite an unnecessary amount. I think we also just need Sin to, once again, gain some levels. Thank you. Yeah, this will be fine with Sin. Okay, we got a double battle, the first one. This should be quick. Get rid of Spinnerack, get rid of Ladybug. And we are all good. I'm Bugsy. I never lose when it comes to bug-type Pokemon. My research is going to make me the authority on bug-type Pokemon. Let me demonstrate what I've learned from my studies. Right. If I remember right, they have a Scyther? Wow. As I look at the screen, yeah. Scyther. Yeah, this is why I want to level up Sin a bit. This is not the greatest thing. It's got a berry. Yeah. We're already hitting Pokemon that are once again matching the level of Sin, which is not good. Ooh. We are going to have to use Spook as a meat shield right now. While I heal Sin. This is not going so well. Like, it's going fine, but it's like, oh man. This could have gone better. It's just a good thing this is just a harmless Metapod, it can't do anything. Why am I trying to Hypnosis it? It probably has Shed Skin as well. Let's just go back to Sin. See if Spook gets any XP off of that. Very good, level 20. Yes, Flame Wheel! Get rid of Leer. Thank you. Now we're cooking. And Kakuna. Wow, did it send out its ace right at the start? Huh. Normally they save it for the middle. Aw, that's the end of it. Whoa, amazing! You're an expert on Pokémon. My research isn't complete yet. Okay, you win. Take this badge. Right. Give me that badge. Do you know the benefits of a Hive badge? If you have it, Pokemon up to level 30 will obey you, even traded ones. Pokemon that know Cut will be able to use it outside of battle. I want you to have this. What is it? It contains U-Turn, a very useless move. Okay. Goodbye. Have fun with your research. Okay, so first off, we're gonna teach somebody Cut. Also, I can actually teach Moon Flash. I just thought of that. Sin. Yes. We're gonna get rid of Tackle. Nope, go back in. Flash. Give it to Moon. Get rid of Growl. Okay, we're gonna do some house cleaning. Some housekeeping. Okay, so Flame Wheel up here. Ember right here. I think we're good with that. Thundershock. Move this around. We're good on that. Anything needed to be done here? Not really. Alright. Right, we're gonna go through the forest, and I think that'll be it for today. And then next time we'll continue right after the forest. and just do Goldenrod in one big sitting. And probably, depending on time, that's the thing. Goldenrod's not going to take the whole time next time, but it'll take an amount of time. It's a lot of battles. And then there's the whole national park stuff, and I don't think we have anything to do. I don't think we have to do the rocket base down in the basement yet. I think that's later on. So there's stuff to do. But yeah, we'll probably do all of Goldenrod and Ekrutic City. We'll probably get to Olivine City next time. If it's anything like my memory of my normal playthroughs in Gen 2, we'll probably get to Olivine next time by the end of that. Maybe do some stuff with the lighthouse or stuff at Cinnawood. I'm not sure. Man, these repels really do not last long. I'm gonna skip the headbutt guy, to be honest. Oh, there's a kimono girl out here. This is weird.
Kimono girl, lost and all alone. Poor girl lost in the dark Ilex forest. What, you remember me from Violet City? You must be imagining. Anyway, will you show me how to get out of this forest?
Yes.
You will. Aren't you lost in the forest as well?
No.
How do you know how to get me out of here?
Oh, I know. I've been playing this game for 20 years. Oh, that's really cute and charming. They have your follow-along Pokemon kind of be like, hey, he knows the way out. Oh, they're just going to do it. Okay. That's it. Oh, okay. It was just a weird interaction. Okay. I thought they were going to, like, follow us. But at the same time, I guess maybe they can't because we already have our Pokemon doing that, so who knows. Anything over here? Nope. We'll get into Goldenrod. I'm feeling a little spicy today. There should be an item here, I think. Nope. Yeah, we'll go to the Goldenrod Pokemon Center. So we're going to do a couple more battles and get a little started on Goldenrod, I guess. Here we go. Sandshrew. Nice. You love that burn. It's just the spice of life, you know? Just keep slapping that flame wheel button. Oh, I might as well bring up, it's been like an hour or so since I last talked about music or anything like that, but there is also a album coming out in May for Nature TV. I like the band Nature TV. They're out of the UK. They're kind of, they're pop rock teeny bop-esque kind of music, so if you like things like the Zombies or I guess the Beach Boys or something like that. It's like that, but it's more like sad, I guess, sounding. I enjoy it. I have, as I look up behind me on the wall above my office, I have a framed print of one of their cover arts that's signed by all of them. And they've been making EPs for many years, but they haven't had any real, like, albums or large-scale, you know, like, marketing pushers. Like, I don't want to say success, because to me they're successful in what they've done, and I really like their sound, and they seem like cool guys. But they haven't, like, had that, you know, breakout kind of thing, or support from a label or anything. They recently were picked up by Hit or Heist, who are the label who used to have Hers. If you know the band Hers, they both died on tour in America a couple years ago. Sad. But I'm getting the vibe that Hit or Heist kind of wants Nature TV to literally be kind of a replacement for Hers, because the way that the music video that they shot for this album to promote it seems very much like Hers. I'm getting the vibe from watching the guys and knowing the guys for an amount of years now, that I'm just like, okay, this doesn't exactly fit some of what I understand is their vibe. I'm getting that vibe of, like, corporate fingers dipping into an artist's work to try and direct them, and maybe they need that direction. But I'm also looking at this and I'm like, this is really, really reminiscent of Hers. And knowing that label used to have them, I'm like, there's a little bit of a weird feeling there. I'm like, I think they just want them to replace this band that had very, very high prospects, and the guys died. So now they just want this other band to maybe replace them. I'm just saying that that's what I'm getting the vibe of from it. But regardless, I loved Hers. They were a great band. Their music is great. And Nature TV I've liked for a long time. So I hope things really, like, progress in a artist sense for them. I will be getting that album. I've heard the first single off of it. It sounds great. The music video is all right. Not entirely what I understand their vibe to be. I was also mildly annoyed that their social media, which is not really run by them, was trying to, and a couple of, like, quote-unquote professional news outlets were trying to compare them to shoegaze. And the only thing I can think of for that, because they are the furthest thing from shoegaze, that's like trying to say Trent Reznor is orchestral, like, classical music. It actually kind of upset me, and I'm not very perturbed by dumb shit like that from some nobody writer. But seeing that, I was like, what? Because I'm very well aware that whoever wrote that is trying to just say that they don't have any understanding of what music is, but they're just some intern saying that to try and sound trendy with the youth. And that really annoyed me. Quite literally, if you said the Beatles were shoegaze, that is exactly what is going on with that. I'm just like, they are teeny. It would be appropriate, if not a little archaic, because most kids these days don't know what teeny boppers are. But that's what they are, and you're trying to say they're shoegaze? Do you know anything about sonics or audio? Do you know anything about melody? That just sounds like something somebody wrote who's like some sort of marketer who knows how to do stuff on Instagram and listens to maybe like My Chemical Romance and nothing else. They don't know what music is. Just as an aside, My Chemical Romance is fine. It's fine. I think they're a good band. I don't listen to them much at all. I did in middle school. I'm just saying that whoever was trying to write stuff like that, I would fire them if I were their manager. Because it is very clear to me that you don't... Why are you here? Why are you at this job, aside from for a paycheck? You're hurting the brand. I don't know. But yeah, I hope the album's good. It comes out in May. They're gonna have a tour in the US later in the year. It was actually just delayed today to like September, October or something like that. So anything else? I'm just trying to think, like, anything else. There's been a lot. I normally talk about, like, photography stuff, because that's my main thing. But the past, like, 2 weeks has just been an onslaught of just music. Just artists that I've liked for years just putting stuff out within the past 2 weeks has been insane. Or announcing stuff has been insane. I know Joel isn't doing anything with Far Caspian right now. He's making stuff, but that... he's announced nothing in relation to it. He put out an EP under his own real name a couple months ago, and I thought it was alright. It was just some ambient music. I really like the Gothic Quarter title track. Melt isn't doing much right now. I think they're touring. And, Brian D'Adagio from the Lemon Twigs. He is one of the two brothers, the Adagio twin. Well, they're not twins, but the Adagio brothers of the Lemon Twigs. I love their music. They are... I don't know if they're going on tour anytime soon. But anyway, Brian, the older brother to my knowledge, I believe the other one is the younger one, put out his first single as a solo artist. And I thought that the single was alright. It was very clear it was kind of missing. It's kind of like the difference between like Van Sire and Isaac Weinmiller. It's just like, okay, this is the brother of someone who is in another band. Similar ideas, similar sound, similar voice. Just a little, there's just like a little thing. It's like sprinkles on a cupcake. There's just like, it's just missing a little bit of something. I don't know what. I thought it was fine, but I was like, you know, this would be an okay Lemon Twig song, not like a single from them. Just one of the random tracks that would be alright on one of the albums. I do like the photo session that was done for him with it, though. They used Lomo Purple for all of the photos for his promotion. No, I don't want your phone number. So, I do recommend it. It's Brian D'Adagio, or you could look up the Lemon Twigs. They're a very good teeny bop, Beatles, Elton John, you know, Beach Boys inspired kind of band as well from Long Island. The last Lemon Twigs album that came out last year was absolutely, as the kids say these days, Kino. It was awesome. Oh look, I wish we had that man key. That would be great. Well, we don't get a man key in this playthrough. Yeah, it's always funny when I see, like, an indie artist and whatever photographer that they got, or maybe themselves they use, like, a film that is commercially available that I'm well aware what it is. I just look at it and I'm like, oh, they like, with Brian, like, whoever he hired, or maybe it was his own brother or somebody else, a friend, that shot the photos for it. It was just like, oh, that's Lomo Purple. That's stock standard. Good stuff. Good stuff. Don't see it used too often with bands, but... I used some just literally a month ago. Grandpa! Good work, Grandpa. The Pokemon you raised for me has been as healthy as can be. You look fit, too. Let me introduce you. This is Turner. He's a trainer. He seems to be getting better at raising Pokemon. Well, not as good as you, Grandpa, of course. Follow me. Grandma, let me introduce you to my friend. Aha. This is your boyfriend? I see. What? Grandma, what are you talking about? He just happens to live nearby. Friend zone. Right, yeah, so this is the daycare center. We're not really going to use this at all. So, this is a tutorial beat that is rather pointless. Actually, wow, yeah, we went this far. You go this far into the game without having Lyra's phone number. I didn't even think about that. They do all sorts of cute stuff on the road and in towns. I'm taking every note. Oh, you're... Yeah. That Meryl. Let me talk to Quilava. Sin is trying very hard to keep up with you. Wow, why are all these guys like... Our guys are having some issues with keeping up with us. Okay, we got the daycare center numbers as well.
What's with you? What are you doing? You're under arrest.
Policeman Keith. The worst name. I'm sorry for any Keiths out there, but... Keith. Have you ever met anyone named Keith who was awesome? I haven't. Cut is actually very good here. You know, just getting assaulted by a police officer out here, it's fine. America moment. We're almost to Goldenrod. We just have to take out Todd Howard here. With his Psyduck. And we're dead. It's a feature. Oh no, we're alive! Come on, Sin, can we do it? No! We took a gambler's chance. Alright, let's get rid of him with Moon. I am tired. It is midnight. In real life for me. The 3DS probably thinks it's like 6 in the morning or something. I don't know. Go back to the chess club, Todd. Man, they really put in a lot of phone numbers in this one compared to Gen 2. In Gen 2, you find a trainer who wants to give you their phone number, that's like once every, like, 2 routes or something. Here, it's just everybody. Like, I get it's 2010, but... Jeez, man. A lot of people want to connect. Alright. So yeah, this has been good so far. We've made good progress. The Pokemon we've caught are good. And we'll be continuing it next time with some more Ghost of Tsushima, more of this, and some more Astrobot. So if you've enjoyed this, like, follow, and subscribe. I don't know. That might be like the first time I think I've ever said that in 6 years of doing this. That was my disappointment with the Astrobot stream, is that I've been doing this for 6 years. And it's been 5 years since I've streamed. Let me do this, and I couldn't do it. So I'm still kind of just like, oh man. Soon. Maybe soon. We'll see. If things schedule-wise work out for me, then maybe there will be an Astrobot stream. We'll see. I gotta think about it and get that all set up. Anyway, this is Pokemon. And Pokemon has been good. We'll continue next time. Let's take a look at our trainer card. Yeah. Oh, man. Now on the adventure started, it's gonna always show it being 2011. Man. I should have really changed that before we started, but I didn't even think about it. Whatever. Whatever. Run invalid. Nah. This is good. I'm enjoying these mons that we have. So I'm going to swap you two. And I think that's it for today. So thank you for watching. We'll continue next time. And as it is night here. Oh, look at that. That's a little weird thing. I'm seeing on the monitor, it's clearer. Like, you can see the shadow for the Pokemon building. The Pokemon building. Wow. I'm tired. The shadow for the Pokemon Center is, like, cutting off the sprite effect for the lamp next to it here on the right. That's interesting. It's probably some sort of layer priority thing, because you can see the shadow, like the light is still kind of blipping through right down there at the bottom left of it, but it's not doing it as much as the one below, the light post below it. You can see the full radius of that. So there's some weird oversight on the shadow layer priority here. Anyway, I'm not a developer. Well, I'm not a proper developer. I know code, but still, I'm not a part of Game Freak, so it's like, I can't go in here and fix this. But that's a cute little thing to notice at the end there. Thank you for watching. I'm rambling. I'm tired. We'll continue next time with more SoulSilver, and have a good night.